Top left corner. She's a girl. White shirt, black microphone, brown hair, brown eyes. Skylius, welcome back.
Hi.
How you doing?
Good. How are you doing?
Good. Bottom left. Most of you know him as Raj Patel, but even more of you know him as Austin. Welcome, Raj.
Thank you.
Welcome, brother. In the middle. He is what we all aspire to be. His day job is a dream. His night job is a dream. His dick size. Okay, you know what? Okay. Manuel, welcome, brother.
What's up, guys?
What's up, dude? Hey, my bad, dude. I went a little farther up. Listen. Bottom middle. Do you still play Fortnite? Raj, do you still play Fortnite?
Me?
Yes.
I've never played Fortnite.
Manuel, do you still play Fortnite?
Not since January.
That's unfortunate, dude. These new tournaments have been popping up out of everywhere. They're dog shit. Okay, bottom middle. Gray shirt, mustache, blonde hair, brown hair, blonde highlights. Brother to XQC. Brother to Sure4. Immortal HD. Welcome, brother. Alex.
Thanks, dude. I like that intro. Appreciate that, man.
Hey, no problem, dude. No problem. Top right. She recently made she had an interesting position. It was definitely Squad W. Get your Squad Ws ready, boys. She's a newer streamer to the platform. Definitely thought I'd have her on, get some perspective. I'm not sure how to pronounce it yet, but I think it's Hailey. Is that Hailey?
Yeah.
Is that short for Haley, or is that your name, Hailey?
No, my actual name is Haley. Good job.
Thank you so much. Hailey, welcome.
Hello.
Very nice. Okay, so we're waiting on a couple people to join up, so it should be good. But yeah, let's start with some light topics here, okay? Some light topics until everyone can come in here and we can start this thing. Okay, listen, stop who-casting this, okay? Stop who-casting this. Listen, Jesus, dude. Listen, boys, relax here, okay? Oh, jeez, okay, I definitely hear an echo. Hello? Raj, mute it real quick. Hello? Okay, yep. Okay, we're good to go. Okay, unmute, Raj, you're good.
Was it me?
I think it might be you, but I'm not exactly sure.
I'm gonna turn it down, I guess. How do I echo with iPhone headphones? I'm like
trying to sabotage your podcast.
Maybe it's not you.
No idea.
It could be someone else, dude. It could be someone else. It could literally be someone else. I'm not.
We all have headphones. That's so weird. We all have headphones. So how?
You have because
I know.
you plug into the
Huh?
Hello?
like Raj, you plug it into the Yeti, your headphones?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm very far away. I'm gonna stand right here. All right, yell.
Hello. Yeah, you're good. No,
there you go.
It might not be you. But anyways,
Okay.
Okay, yeah. Terabuck or Strudel, can you fix these names, please? I appreciate it. Okay, let's start here, okay? It's going to be in the beginning, it's going to be a little slow. We're going to warm things up here. Destiny and the others will join in a bit, probably 45 minutes to an hour. They're out doing their fucking California stuff, what LA people do. And yeah, and then, others will slowly come in as we get started. But anyways, how's everyone doing? Skylius, how have you been?
Good. How have you been?
Pretty good. Anything new and interesting since the black hole?
Just a lot of other black hole mergers and stuff being detected. So
yeah, I saw that the black holes are also it's sucking space in itself.
No, I mean yes and no.
Okay, well,
You're good. You're good.
Yeah, I mean, I read
A
the
plus,
article.
you're fine.
Yeah, it must have been on the Onion or something. I must have just. It must have. Yeah. Okay. Raj, how about you, man? So you're bringing back the music, huh?
Yeah, I think we'll bring back the talent show. But first things first, I have an announcement, and that is I'm bringing a 24-hour Raj Royale podcast with 72 people on the screen and one person eliminated every 20 minutes for 24 hours. 72 people on the screen. So it's coming. I'm telling you, it's coming up next. Completely chat controlled. Everybody eliminated. The chat control. I'm not even going to host it. I'm just going to put 72 people on there. It's going to be automatic, robotic. Chat's going to choose the topics. I'm going to leave, and it's just going to be May. I don't know. It's just, that's it.
24 hours?
24 hours, 20 minutes around. No, honestly, I tweeted it as a joke, but actually, I think it might be I might actually do it. Because like the idea of the chat controlling it and just it being absolute mayhem, I don't know.
That sounds like it's going to be a big one, in my opinion.
Is it-
24 hours, 72 people.
Is everyone
Yeah,
talking
maybe
at once during it?
Yeah, I have no idea how it would work, honestly. I was thinking about doing like a $10,000 prize, maybe getting a sponsor or something to get a $10,000 prize or something like that to win. I don't know. That'd be the AFK wax. Something like that. I don't know. It honestly, it was a joke. So if you call it a shit idea, it was supposed to be a joke, but some people are taking it seriously. So yeah. So I wouldn't be there. So there you go.
Wait, so is it actually a joke?
It was supposed to be a joke. I was doing it on because people always laugh at how many people I put on the screen, right? 10 people on the screen. So as a joke, I thought, Slicker said you should do a 24-hour podcast. And I said, that's fucking ridiculous, And then I did the calculations for every 20 minutes and it was like 72 people. And so I tweeted it and it's got over 1,000 likes on Twitter. And some people are like, that's a shitty idea. And some people are saying it's a great idea. And I don't know. I don't know. It's up in the air. I'm going to put it into development. So Claw is currently researching, and we'll see what he can come out with.
Has Claw sobered up, or is he still,
No, he's drunk. He's drunk right
He's
now.
drunk
So
still?
yeah, hold on. He just messaged me. What did he say? It's not. I can't
eligible.
read that.
It's not eligible.
No, it's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
eligible. No, I can't.
Wait, no, legible.
Legible. Yeah, it's
Legible,
not.
yeah. Eligible
it's
for
not
college.
something I can't read it.
Yeah.
But anyway, I don't know. So
Yeah.
we'll see what happens. 72 people. I don't know. Could be absolute chaotic fun. We'll see.
True. Manuel, how about
Yeah.
you, bro? How's life been? How's the porn industry?
Life's great, man. Everyone's doing well. Everything's perfect in the best of the worlds.
Have you heard of
Yeah.
the recent bans on Twitch of Mizkif and Esfand?
Yeah, I heard that. Like, what happened? Did he
Well-
finally accept the offer, or what happened?
No.
It's a bad joke. It's Sorry.
No. It's two separate things. That was the blowjob. This is
No,
something
I know.
new.
I know. I was just making a terrible joke. Sorry.
No. It's two no.
No, it was a fantastic joke, man. Well,
It was a good joke, but it's two separate things.
No, I understood that. I understood that it was two separate. Sorry.
Wait, I don't get it. I'm
Okay.
confused. Okay, you know what? It's fine. Okay, I'm
say it
really
again,
confused.
Manuel. Let's start over.
No, if I have to explain it, then it's definitely not funny. So I'll leave it to the people who understood it. And let's put down my terrible French accent, okay? It's just
No, I like
in
it.
French, it's very funny.
It's sexy.
Did he accept the offer? Let me think. Did he accept the offer? Like, what offer could be accepted? Did he accept the offer?
I think it might be like get into the industry, right?
No, because like remember last week there was that girl.
Oh,
that
right. See, I
offered
didn't even. I tried to. I
No,
didn't get it either.
There was that girl that offered him to go to his place because she lives right down the
Oh,
street.
okay. I get it.
And to give him a blowjob,
All right,
and
I
was
sorry,
like surprised that he said no, and
I tried. I don't know.
Okay, I'm sorry, I explained my joke.
No,
It's
you're good.
terrible.
You're good.
Oh no! Listen, the joke was good, but what I'm talking about, something new happened.
Yeah, something new happened. I heard he got banned.
Yes.
For a week, right? For a week.
Yes.
What happened exactly?
We'll get into that a little later when people join, because it's going to be a big discussion, a big topic. We'll get everyone's heads wrapped around it. We have Hailey here with her hot takes. And yeah, as far as yeah, so we'll definitely go into that. Immortal, how have you been, dude?
Good, dude. I've been good. Sorry, I've been like, you've messaged me a couple times to be on this, and just didn't work out. So, very happy to be here. Hello, chat. Hello, everyone on this podcast.
Okay. Everyone's upset. I didn't explain it to you. So basically, there was a situation. Miguel. Fucking chat, man. They keep saying Miguel, and I got McGill in my mouth. Manuel. Fucking chat, dude. Yo, ban the word Miguel, dude. Oh, jeez.
You got Miguel in your mouth.
Listen, dude. They keep saying good one, Miguel. Listen. I hate, dude. Stop it. Stop it. Oh, unbelievable, dude. But anyways,
if it's easier, call me Miguel.
No,
man.
I'm gonna call you Manuel. So pretty much what happened is, during PAX East, Esfand and Mizkif were IRL streaming, and they ran into another individual. The individual, from the looks of it, made Mizkif pretty uncomfortable, made some pretty sexual comments toward him, and acted in a faux dom behavior. And then after the interaction, Mizkif made a comment toward her, jokingly for a couple seconds, said, "Oh, she sucked my dick." And later on, it was reported, and the legal team reached out to Twitch, and Twitch gave Mizkif and Esfand both a 7-day ban for the comment, despite all the other things that happened before it. And it's kind of a big double standard going on. So yeah, we'll get more into it. I'm just explaining what happened to you, Manuel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah. Anyways, Hailey, what's up?
Sup?
How you doing?
Hanging in there, it's pretty late, getting to be 1 a.m. So
Yep.
staying up late to hang out with you guys.
Hey, awesome. Thank you. So, what made you start Twitch?
My boyfriend way back when, I didn't understand what it was, because I was like, why would people want to sit around and watch people play video games when they could just play video games? So I was like, I don't understand, so I might as well try it just so I could figure out what the hell it is.
Oh, cool. Yeah, definitely very cool. Are you a console player, PC?
Oh god, no, I play on PC.
Oh.
I do have Xbox and PlayStation and Switch and all the consoles, but PC's master race, so.
PC is master race, and then after that comes Xbox.
Sure.
It's pretty controversial.
That's not controversial. Listen, dude. PS4. I'm gonna drop the hard. I'm gonna red pill you real hard right now. Okay. I'm gonna red pill you really hard.
Is that what
right
it's called?
Listen, I'm gonna red pill you. Dude, listen.
Okay,
PlayStation controllers, absolute dog shit, dude. Absolute dog shit, dude. You have to have the tiniest, most fragile hands to touch a PS4 controller and be good at it. It's just trash. It's a trash controller. I mean, the buttons are like having a non-mechanical keyboard. If you breathe, if you sneeze in the direction, the buttons press down. The buttons are close together. The joysticks are just so close together. I mean, it's like a human with eyes too close together. There's no point. You might as well just have one eye, right?
Have you seen these things though, dude?
Yeah.
You know how heavy these things? Have you ever got hit by one of these?
Good durability. Durability.
I mean, you'll get a fracture or something, dude. This
They're
isn't.
nostalgic. They're kind of like the N64. I feel like I'm more used to Xbox.
You never look
controllers
cool
than I am.
holding an Xbox controller.
Who hit
You know what
you
I mean?
who hit you with an Xbox?
It's just a test. I had to do a test.
It's all about the original.
Yeah.
It's all about the original Xbox controller. The one, the big fat one.
That's right. That's right, dude. That big one was it was my favorite. Yes.
It's sleepovers. You'd have to fight over who had to get the shitty controller, the big fat one.
For consoles,
the
I'm
one
a
that came with the
PlayStation
console.
controller guy. I do a lot of fighting game, fighting game, and for me it was always PlayStation controllers.
What were you playing earlier? Saw you playing something.
Mortal Kombat 11,
Nice.
fun game.
Nice.
11. Very nice.
Yeah, the new Xbox controller with the light that bothers me. Has that not bothered anybody?
Which light?
What light?
Just the center button.
Oh.
Turn on, turn off.
Oh
menu.
yeah.
That's bright as shit.
Is it?
Okay, never mind.
Wait,
Does
what?
the light stay on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I didn't even notice.
What light? Oh my god, no! Don't say that. No one even knows what I'm talking about. That's not a good sign.
Are you talking about the Xbox symbol, the small little circle thing?
Oh yeah,
no, it's
like
bright
the
as
little.
shit. If you play at night, Okay, so apparently that didn't.
You know what you could do?
I don't
You
know.
could
No,
take a
I see where you're going with. It's just not
Oh,
as
no.
bright as.
You could take a
I
picture
don't
of that
see-
black hole and superimpose it on top of it. It look cool. Like it look like
It would be an
the black
eclipse.
hole.
Fair
It'd be
enough,
right?
that'd be
Eclipse,
cooler.
very
You'll be
nice.
like,
I
oh
that.
shit! Now that light
Well,
is cool.
Well, look, isn't the TV a little brighter than
Yeah, or the PC that we all
No.
stare at for 10 hours a day at night.
Or-
No,
I
I
don't-
played Alien Isolation, and I wanted to really get immersed. And that shit's like right here, because I was holding it like right here.
Oh,
next
but
to
you hold it
Wait,
like
you
this.
guys don't
that's
have
why.
your gunner
Yeah.
glasses on deck
Oh,
to play on your
shit. Product placement like that in the first 10 minutes.
I shouldn't have done a product placement.
I'll be
I just-
honest, dude. With those gunners on, I have a friend of mine. I haven't actually. It's been a while since I've seen him. He moved states. I have a friend of mine that used to IRL stream with me, and with those gunners on, you look like you could be his older brother. His name's Wood Gnomes. It's actually crazy, dude. It's like it's identical, like definitely older brother. I don't know if chat knows who I'm talking about, but it's actually insane.
You can add that to like the intro. XQC's
Those-
cousin, Wood Gnome's older brother.
Yeah,
All right.
it's actually insane.
Those yellow glasses make anyone look like a 80s drug dealer.
Those glasses play. Those glasses, they play into every stereotype that people who don't play video games have of video gamers. Like, it's like I can't explain it any more than that. Does that make any sense? It's like I don't know. Anyways, yeah. So what's happened this week? I see a lot of posts on Twitter, a lot of crazy stuff. Yeah, definitely some crazy stuff. Yeah, some insane stuff. Yeah. So, yeah, there was this basketball player. We'll start light here so we can kind of warm up until the other boys get here. We can get into the heavier topics. There's a basketball player that got...
Throw us the C team topics.
I'll throw the C team topics. So there's a basketball player that got caught carrying marijuana in a fake can of Arizona iced tea. Did any of you guys ever like hide anything in sneaky places when you're younger in high school or college? You know what I'm saying? Like, did you have those little pouches or those little fake soda cans and you put your, marijuana in there or your pills or whatever you did? Obviously, no drugs allowed, but they're all drugs. Anyways, Skylace, what about you? Or have you been?
Didn't. Like, my house key was hidden in one of those, like, rock. Do you guys know what I mean? Like, those fake rock.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about the only.
That you
I
put
was
next to
pretty
the
open with
door,
anything
like,
else.
Yeah.
next to a plant.
I never
Yeah.
understood the key under the, like, it's just like, you might as well just leave your door unlocked, in my opinion. I mean, like, if you're going to put the key under a pot or a rock, like, it's broadcasted on every movie, every TV series, that's the first place anyone should look. You might as well just leave your door unlocked at that point.
It looks pretty fake, yeah. Everything else I was pretty open with. I didn't.
It's like leaving your
Yeah.
car key in the mirror, the car mirror.
Right.
Oh, it's there. Easy.
Yep. Or the flap that comes down. Yeah, that's exactly
Yeah.
right. How about you,
I
man?
feel that's better. I feel like if you leave a car key like under, like the wheel well, where like you'd have to reach under. I don't feel like a lot of people would do that.
Yeah.
But yeah, people would reach under a rock.
Yeah. Maybe. I guess a rock would be scary. There could be scorpions and cockroaches.
But
and stuff.
that rock was like, it's like a box. The key is it's a fake rock,
Mhm.
right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's ingenious.
But it looked really
Until some kid grabs the rock and throws it at someone. And,
Right.
then you don't have a key.
It's like the only rock in this huge flower bed, you know? But yeah, that's it. I was pretty open about stuff. I
Yeah.
couldn't.
Are we talking about like where we hid stuff?
Yeah, yeah.
Ooh.
Like sneaky hidden
I had a
compartments.
flashlight. I had a flashlight that I used to hide in my closet. And recently, my parents were cleaning out. Oh God, I don't want to say this. And
I love it.
this is from my childhood, where I lived when I was growing up. And they found it. And unfortunately, it wasn't them that found it. I don't want to say this, dude.
Who found it?
The house.
No, it was bad. It was bad. One of my nephews was going through my room, and when they were cleaning out the house, and they thought it was a flashlight. They got it from him and took it away, but he thought it was something else. It was just it was very embarrassing, and I got a call and needed to explain what that was.
Yeah,
That's funny.
there was
I
actually
don't know.
there was actually
Yeah, go ahead.
there was actually a time where I ran out of shampoo back when I was in California, and my roommate wasn't in the house, so I decided to go in his bathroom to steal his shampoo, and he used this like it was the Nivea all black men's shampoo. It's like a black bottle with a black pump, and it's the Nivea brand, and so I'm looking for this thing because I've seen it. You know, we bought the bottles together. I finished it first, and I went to a shower. There's nothing there. I'm like, what the fuck? So I open the underneath the sink, and I see it. So I go in there and reach. I'm like, wait, why is this thing wet? I'm like, did he use it in the shower and then put it under his thing? Maybe knowing I'd come and steal it. So I grab it. I take it out. It's literally soaking wet. The plastic around it. And it's a pocket pussy. It wasn't the shampoo. It was the pocket pussy. And obviously, since it was wet, it was just recently used and washed. So it was just the most disgusting thing ever, dude.
Well, have you guys ever heard of that lady that posted a picture on social media? Because like she went in her son's bathroom and she found there was a flashlight closed, but she didn't know what it was. So she took a picture of it and asked on her social media if anyone knew what that was.
Jesus.
Yo, sorry. If we're done with this, are we still on this topic?
Well, I was gonna have Hailey talk.
Yeah,
and-
sorry.
and then
Go
I
ahead.
was gonna say one thing.
I'll bring something up in a second. Go
Okay,
ahead.
cool. Manuel, or
Are we
Hailey?
talking about
No,
fleshlights?
Hailey,
'Cause
go
I don't
ahead.
have anything to say
No,
about
not
fleshlights.
fleshlights.
No.
Hidden
About hiding things.
Yeah, hidden compartments that you have that you hid stuff in.
I would just say, like, people in my high school when they were younger and sneaky would like empty out water bottles and like fill it with alcohol, you know, and that's how we would hide our alcohol from our
True.
parents because we just had a bunch of water bottles in our room.
That's true. Immortal, what about you?
Is this about the flashlights?
No, it's about hiding stuff.
Hiding stuff.
In a flashlight.
I don't know, dude. I don't have a funny story.
All right, well, I got you guys.
I'm very transparent.
Yeah, guys, I got you guys in chat. I know you guys do this and you think you're super fucking smart. What I'm gonna say is gonna piss your parents off, but trust me, I'm doing you a solid, okay? To all of you in chat that think you're very fucking clever and really smart and no one's ever gonna look in your sock drawer and you stuff your drugs in the socks, or you stuff whatever you don't want to be found in the socks and you refold them and flap them and put them back. Listen, your parents fucking know, okay? They know. Also, if you go into your closet and you have the pants or your hoodies in there and you just put it in the pant pocket, you say, oh, why would they take my pants out of there and go into the pockets? They know, okay? So do not use your pant pockets in your closet. Do not use your sock drawer, okay? Find a new place, okay? Find a new place, and obviously don't do drugs.
Hide it in your parents' room; they'll never look there.
Yeah, I guess you could. No, yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I guess that's true. Yeah, that's true.
I found a Playgirl magazine when I was maybe like 9 or 10 down by this makes me sound so old. I was playing by a train track. But it's true, that's what we used to do. And I found a Playgirl magazine and I was really shocked.
A Playgirl magazine. Ooh.
Yeah.
Damn.
So we did hide it, like we took it back, me and my friend, we took it back and then we hid it in the bushes by her dad's house. And then he was gardening one day and he found it.
Doesn't that suck that like everyone like pre-internet just had to look at pictures? They just had to look at JPEGs.
I don't think there's anyone here that had to do that.
Even before that, man, there was.
I guess that's right.
All
tapes and
magazine,
stuff,
like
yeah.
magazines died because of internet. Like so much shit died because of internet. But like the magazine business, like really.
Dude, yeah, I'm probably one of the oldest here besides maybe Manuel, but like in my day it was LimeWire, okay?
Yeah, LimeWire.
LimeWire was amazing.
That's
dude.
risky, dude.
There's so many viruses.
Dude,
and
risky.
shit,
Hey,
but it was.
hey, at that age, none of us had our own computers. Who cares if it was risky? It was our
Yeah,
parents.
right.
It was our parents' laptops. Hey, listen. Oh well. Hey, listen. There's no risk for you.
Russian roulette, dude. That's what LimeWire was, man.
Dude, LimeWire. Yeah, you double click, like half the good files go corrupt, and you finally get one good one, 100%, dude. Wow. There was one girl. I think we talked. I always bring this up, man. Well, I think he said it last time. Heather Brooke. Foof. Jeez, I don't know how she fit that. That thing was. It was just wow. Just it was wow. To this day, it's imprinted in my mind, dude. It was
Welcome to the podcast, Hailey.
I just wish I seen it. Like that's all.
Dude, it was always in that dirty office too, with that black leather cheap chair. You could tell they picked up for like $10. And
I know probably the studio where they shot that at.
yeah, dude. Wow, amazing, dude. And there's something about amateur quality that just makes it so realistic to me. But anyways, Raj, go ahead.
No, it's fine. It's fine. It was just like a ghost or something that like came up on Hailey's screen and it was clipped and it was like a fucking like apparition or some shit that was like it went foom. Hold on, I'll show you.
Don't say that.
No, it's fine.
It was probably the cat moving in front.
No, here, no. Look at the clip.
Link it to me on Twitter.
Sorry, that's why I interrupted earlier because it looked like it was creepy. So here,
Link
one
to me
second.
on Twitter.
Oh, on Twitter. Okay.
Yeah, on
Oh
Twitter.
fuck. Oh
Okay,
god.
it's fine. I got
Just
it.
move on. Yeah.
No.
I'll get it later.
I'm gonna check it out right now. Give me a sec.
Okay. I'll find it and then I'll link it to you.
Transform, fit to screen. Wait, is it here? Have you linked it yet?
Well,
No, I linked it. I linked it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it's right there.
Okay, I have it.
It was like
Look closely. Look closely.
It's
I
up here.
think it might be legit. I don't know what it is. It might be a little light or something.
It was like a
Might need to
feather.
slow it down.
Okay. I got you.
Oh fuck! There it went. There it went again. Oh fuck! I'm telling you, dude. Some shit.
Destiny
Don't
and
say
the
that,
others
man.
will
People
join
died
in
in this
a
house.
bit. Probably
That's a
45 minutes to an hour.
ghost.
And the others
Dude,
will
that's
join
fucking creepy.
in a bit.
Wait,
probably
what
45
happened?
minutes
I
to
wanna know.
Destiny
That's
and the
fucking
others
creepy.
will
I'm sorry,
join
I
in
didn't
in a bit.
mean to,
probably
like-
45 minutes to Destiny and the others will join in a
it's,
bit.
It's
probably 40
like a piece of dust, like
Dust.
the cat's moving.
Listen, dude.
It literally comes into frame
Destiny
and out
and
of
the others will
frame.
join in a bit.
Look, I didn't
That's
mean.
something
I didn't mean to
flying
scare
super
anybody.
close
I'm
to the others
sorry.
will
I didn't
join in
mean. I just saw it and I thought it was something
It's
interesting.
my grandpa. Stop! Don't judge.
Okay, sorry.
Oh my.
Stop! Don't scare me.
I'm gonna turn the light on. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna. Dude, that is not a feather. It's not any sort of hair.
Stop, guys. I'm really deathly afraid of ghosts. It's like one of my biggest fears. Don't
know.
say that. Do not.
Just
say
keep watching.
say
We don't know what's
alien,
gonna
say
happen
anything
tonight.
else.
Maybe another ghost gonna.
It probably is just. It's probably just cat fur or something.
Oh,
It's probably a ghost.
That does not look like hair to me, dude. That looks
No,
like
it doesn't. It clearly comes into frame and then out of frame. Like it doesn't go in one solid direction.
Yeah, we just need a bunch of deep V-necks right now, and everybody being like, "Did you see that, bro? Did you see that?"
Well,
Check it out,
it
bro.
does look a little bit like. Does it escape very quickly out of frame here? Let me see.
it escaped.
This
Raj, what happened to your light?
Somebody
Holy
do that
shit!
editing.
No,
Wait,
Do
dude,
that editing
I know what that
software.
is, dude. Yo,
Do heat syncing. We need to see the heat signature.
the heat signature. Yeah, you're right.
Is it infrared?
Oh shit!
Boys, get your good one trains ready. Never mind. Actually, it's too late. Okay, let's get back to this here. I was gonna say, we found my legs, but
I gotta.
shit. Okay. Wait, so is Axion banned? Does anyone know, or was that a meme? Do anyone even know Axion? I guess Raj isn't here. Yo, chat, is Axion banned or no? He was fired? No? Oh, it was a meme? Yeah, see, I don't know these things. Anyways, though.
He's in the chat. Yeah, he's in the
Yeah, it's
chat.
right there.
Oh, Axion's right here. Oh, my bad, dude. Hey, what up, Ax? What up,
There he
dude?
is.
Okay, dude. Wait, I was gonna bring. Oh yeah. So, have any of you seen the Sonic trailer?
Yeah.
Terrible.
What do you guys think about this Detective Pikachu and Sonic mashups? Like, what do you think about these? Like, is it too much? Is it too far? Is it ruining? I mean, my main question is if Sonic's this fast, why the fuck does he decide to slow down and hop in a car? Like, he might as well just zoom across, right?
I like how that's what you point out about the trailer.
Oh,
Yeah.
100%.
It's just like,
It's-
damn, why is he in the car if he's so
Why is
fast?
he wearing red shoes?
I just don't understand why hedgehogs don't have hair, but Sonic has hair. They have like little spikes. They don't have hair. So why does he have hair?
Yeah.
Why does he have teeth? Why does he have big teeth?
I think they have little hair too.
It's like little spikes.
Yeah, I saw pictures.
But
of it.
also on their body, they have like tiny little hair.
But not like
Where's the
fluffy
teeth?
cats.
It's
like the
it's the
animation.
teeth, dude.
Their
Yeah.
stomach.
Well, on top of that, like, no offense to the show. Actually, fuck it, full offense to the show. Fuck them. Like, I remember Sonic being like a badass. Like the way he stands in the game, he looks like he's determined. He has that like, cool guy, like, you know, the Goku Super Saiyan like look. He looks like a fucking house cat in this fucking show. Like,
He does.
He looks like a fucking house cat. Like,
Yeah, for real. But you want to talk about Robotnik and Jim Carrey? That's a weird.
Yeah, and the
that's a
eyes,
weird thing
too.
they did.
wait,
Sure, his
Wait,
eyes
you-
are all
what
scuffed.
happened with Jim Carrey and Robert who?
Robotnik, the bad guy in Sonic. Sorry, my accent is horrible, but
Oh, Robotnik.
Robotnik, Dr.
Robotnik,
Robotnik.
yeah.
I thought I said Robert Nick. I was like, who the hell is Robert? Oh yeah, Jim Carrey plays that as well. That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Wait,
Yeah.
they have Jim Carrey going as Robotnik?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Did you not see the trailer for that yet?
I didn't know. I just saw the teeth, and I was like, I don't need to see this shit.
They're postponing it though. They just tweeted today like we're postponing it so we can work on Sonic and reanimate him because everyone's so
Really?
displeased with him. Yeah, they literally tweeted out like, "Oh, we're not gonna release it. We're gonna have a late release because we need to rework him since you all hate him."
Yeah, I felt pretty bad, dude, because everyone just roasted them, and then they're gonna have to go back and talk to their animation team
Do you
and
think
have
it's too
everyone
far
like
gone now, or do you
redo
think
it.
that-
I don't know. People said they'd watch it just for Jim Carrey, so I don't know. Might be worth just being like, "What is this mess?"
Man, I have 4 kids. I know I'm gonna have to see this shit. So
Yeah.
you
Oh,
guys
you
have
really cringy. The trailers look kind of cringy.
You guys have a choice. I don't.
Yeah. How about Detective Pikachu? Like, has this already come out? Has Detective Pikachu already
No.
come out?
No, it's like
No, it's
a
not
few
out.
days.
How do you guys
Or a
feel about
week.
this?
I haven't seen it.
The animations, like, chat.
I think just
or
for
anything.
Ryan Reynolds, I'll see this shit.
Yeah. I like Ryan Reynolds a lot too.
Yeah.
Dude, we've been overdue for a Pokemon live action film.
Charizard looks badass. I think they like nailed Charizard, like Greninja, Blastoise.
Well,
I think they nailed some of them.
Yeah, at least they all look like, you know, the Pokemons from the cartoon. You know, Sonic. That's another thing. Like, it's really.
Except Mewtwo. Mewtwo looks kind of.
I kind of wish it was Ash, like Ash Ketchum and Misty and all them. But I guess that'd be kind of cheesy, maybe, like doing it in person. I don't know.
Plus,
It's
Ash is like voiced by like a I don't know
Girl.
20-year-old woman.
Yeah. Well, no, that's actually a benefit in this thing. Are you kidding me? That's fucking. You know,
So,
that's
so
extra.
Ash would be a I don't know. Trying to think. Ellen Page.
Hey, listen. Hey, whatever. Hey, yeah, that's exactly right. 100%.
He's supposed to be like 11-year-old. He's supposed to be like a young boy, you know, embarking on a journey.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know if you've seen I don't know if you've seen as many vampire movies as I have, but there's fucking 45-year-olds playing 17-year-old high school students. So I think they'll make something work as far
Nice.
as the 11-year-old boy.
What was that guy from like 90310, 90210? That just I don't know. That just passed away,
Luke Perry.
and he was like 35 years old, playing a teenager in high school, or something like that.
gosh.
Yeah, he's
Did
like
they really
50
make Luke
something.
Perry?
He
Is-
passed away like 2 months ago. I think.
Yeah, that was Luke Perry.
Yeah,
Luke Perry?
90210, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed away, but like he was supposed to be a high school kid, and he was like so much older than everyone else. It was just crazy.
I mean, it's just makeup and special effects. You can be any you want to be.
Yeah.
True. That is definitely true.
Could I be 20 again?
Yes, you could.
I could
Manuel.
believe you're 20 right now.
Oh,
So, let's talk about the clip that you were talking about, Hailey, and then we can go into the mist stuff as soon as everyone else gets here. So, what made you really come out and like talk about that? Because I definitely do think there's truth to it, 100%. As far as the first part goes,
Oh, you don't like the last part?
well,
Could you show the clip?
yeah, let's the last part. It's the last part. Your intention is what I look at, so it's okay, right?
Yeah,
Because obviously, what I know, like since I know the inside a little bit more, and you're new, you know the intricacies you're not familiar with. So the last part, I know the truth behind it and who's actually responsible for the stuff and the decisions made. But yeah, the first part I stand behind. The second part, obviously, but yeah. Where is the clip? Do we have the clip, Raj? Can you find that clip?
Yeah. 1 second.
Or
I don't know where the clip is. I don't know what the clip is.
I'll get it. Yo,
I don't know what the clip is. Hold on. Sorry.
Raj, it looks so bright in your room.
I got it.
Dude, the light.
And I
is
know it's like
fucking,
probably like midnight or
drowning out my
something.
face.
I got it right here.
It's not bad in your face. It's just it looks
no.
really bright.
It is really bright. Do you want me to turn it? Do you want me to turn it off?
Wasn't it dark?
Raj
before?
After Dark.
Weren't you just in blackness before?
Yeah, I can turn it off if you guys want.
But then he
No, dude,
saw a
you're good.
ghost.
It's on
Then he
you,
saw a
dude.
ghost at your place, and he was like,
Yeah,
"Fuck,
that's what I'm saying.
coming
I'm
back."
terrified because I've seen a ghost there. What if that ghost comes to me? Like I don't know.
I mean, if
I
it's
know
getting
ghosts
anyone,
don't.
it's getting
I
me
know ghosts
first.
don't hang around in the light. They only hang out in the dark. So
That's true. That's true.
I mean, you
know?
did call it out, so
just
I
check
did,
under your
so
bed
it's
if you're
probably
gonna
on
turn the
its
light
way.
off.
Okay,
I'm
so
excited to hear this.
here we go. Just mute your mics. I'll play it on stream, and then just or I'll mute it, and then yeah. Okay. Here we go. Okay. Let me follow you too. That's a little awkward. My bad. Okay. Shit. Where'd it go? Oh. Okay. Here we go. Dude, I don't know why my monitors lag. Like my side monitors lag. So I don't know if it's Twitch or what it is exactly. It just fully lags. Hello? Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. I'm ready to hear the clip.
It just
You gonna play it on
lags.
stream? You want me to?
I'm trying to open it. It's just like my side monitors just lag so hard. I don't know what it is. Okay, I got it.
Twitch takes a lot of RAM.
What takes RAM?
Twitch.
Are you being serious?
No, I'm just
Oh, it's a Chrome bug. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna play it. Just mute your stuff. Okay, here we go.
You needed to be proactive and think, all right, what is this platform? What do we want it to be? Let's lay the ground rules. Let's have the terms of service. When we see something we don't like, let's act on it. Instead of being like, well, this is happening. It's not really a big deal right now, so we're not going to worry about that. We're only going to worry about it when it becomes a big deal. And now that Twitch thoughts are a big deal, they're still doing nothing. They're still doing nothing to, like, they're not doing nothing, but they're doing the bare minimum to slap them on the wrist and say, oh no, you shouldn't do that, like, because blah, blah, blah. People are getting banned for mistakenly thinking that, you know, they said the N-word on stream when they said idiots, but bitches are here showing their feet and using their tits as puppets and they're not getting banned. Like, come on, what's going on, Twitch? Who works for you? Who do you have working for you? I feel like they literally have a circle jerk in their staff room every morning. I feel like Twitch is just one big fucking circle jerk.
Hey, chill. What the? Yo, I don't know what this is, boys. Yo, holy shit. Yeah, give me a second here, guys. Oh shit. Yo, hey, listen, I don't know what that is, boys. Listen, listen, I don't know what that is.
That's just the Bikini Beach vibes, man.
That's who she was talking about. That's who she was talking
Hey,
about.
my bad,
Yeah, right.
boys. Hey,
Good
my bad,
reference
my bad,
photo.
my bad. Hey.
nice.
Like in
Timing.
case you were wondering, she was talking about that bitch.
No, chill with that. Trust me. I'm saving you for later, Manuel. But I love you. Okay. Okay, here we go. I don't know how that popped up, boys. Listen, I don't know how Twitch algorithms work, okay? I swear it's not a recently viewed, okay, boys? I don't know how these algorithms work. Yo, can we get some staff to talk about the algorithms to, you know, clear my name here?
Hey, we believe you. We know what type of stuff you've been recently viewing, so we believe that was in it.
Okay.
We can imagine.
Okay, so what kind of led you down this path? So basically, the reason it's so hard to talk about that kind of stuff is because saying things like, I know what you're doing, even though you have a good eye for it, or most people have a good eye for it, for some reason, that's become something frowned upon, right? Because in today's age, there is a way out, and that way out is by labeling all of that stuff into sexism and misogyny. When you say, I know what you're doing, right? So it's been completely like frowned upon to say anything like that. But you know, it's actually I mean, I don't want to say refreshing but anyways, go ahead and tell us what kind of led you to see this. What led to this?
Well, I just recently was getting into just chatting for my own stream. I'm used to playing like video games or just variety streaming, anything like Twitch things, random things like that. So I was just looking at the just chatting section so I could, you know, try to figure out what people like to watch and, you know, what they're interested in. So I'm like scrolling, you know, I'm noticing a lot of like tits, and I'm noticing a lot of like flirtatious behaviors and like, you know, just making sexual innuendos with chat just so you could get popular and things like that, and not whole lot of not just chatting happening in chatting is what I'm saying. So I was like, well, this is a bunch of malarkey.
I love that word, malarkey.
Malarkey.
I thought.
And I just I saw that clip of the guy playing whatever he was playing, League of Legends, and he was like, oh, let's get them, these idiots. And like I watched it a few times, and he clearly says like idiots, 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 and then like they banned him for what, like saying something that he didn't even say for 30 days, and then the internet was all like, no, he didn't say that, he said idiots, and they were like, fine, 7 days. But like, okay, so you banned him for something he didn't actually say, but these girls who actually have their tits in full-fledged view of camera, 90% of their camera, or whatever you want to say, as long as they don't have their nipples out, it's fine for them to be on camera that way. But this guy who didn't say a bad word gets banned for no reason, but these girls are allowed to like sell their bodies essentially.
I think to kind of play devil's advocate, just for the sake of having more conversation, I think Twitch, I know I have a good idea of this whole topic, believe me. Okay, I've been banned twice because I've addressed things the wrong way, and I've been irresponsible with my words, and I've learned my lesson. But to play devil's advocate, how do you, and for Twitch's sake, how can they look at someone and say, okay, their tits are out for a sexualized purpose, versus their tits are out because they're just wearing what they'd wear out to the mall? How can you differentiate with that? How do you do that? Because like they can't really go through with a ban and say, oh, we know what you're doing, and then the girl comes out and says, what the hell, this site's sexist, I couldn't wear a blouse, right? Like, so how do you eliminate that deniability, right?
I think they need to look, it's not just like, okay, if you want to wear a top that shows a little bit of your breast, fine, that's fine. But it's also the way that you interact with your chat when you're wearing something like that. So if your chat is completely directed, like if you get bits and you're all like, thanks for the bits, but a normal, any other streamer would just be like, oh yeah, thanks. Like if you make an emphasis on the fact that you're wearing that particular type of clothing, or you're using it to your, if you're like playing coy and you're playing shy, like it's clear to see what type of community you're building on. If the people who are in your chat are commenting on that and you're just fueling them and you're feeding them and you're like, no, like stop talking about that. You're like, yeah, I have really nice, shirts. I really like this shirt or this kind of shirt. Like it's community guidelines. Like they have terms of service. And then if you look more specifically, they have community guidelines. And a simple emote, like I had a simple emote got denied because it was generally inappropriate. So if they can make vague things like that, they could clearly say, hey, you need to knock this off because that's generally inappropriate. We don't want that type of business on Twitch.
But is that what spurred like you discussing this? Was it the fact that you got an emote denied? Was that kind of like the catalyst?
No, it's the fact that I just started streaming into just chatting, and then like my problem is these like Twitch thoughts, they build up these communities of these people. Like if you want to build that type of community, I don't feel like that belongs on Twitch, because then when you go offline, those people are now in the Twitchverse and they go into other people's channels and they're flooding other streamers' channels, and then people are coming in my channel like, where's your boobs? Why aren't your boobs out? And I have to sit here, and it's my responsibility to weed out your average Twitch trolls, but then it's my responsibility to weed out these, Twitch thought users. And it's like, whose fault is it? Is it the trolls because they're used to seeing boobs, or is it the streamers because that's just the type of content they provide, or is it Twitch because they allow that type of content on Twitch?
So wait, hold on though. My question would be, so I get frustrated by it too, because I usually talk about science and I'm, but like I would say that, do you think that would not exist on this kind of platform, that people, and I'm not talking about either men or women, that they would, say those things regardless? You kind of are hidden behind a monitor. So do you think even without, just playing devil's advocate, right? Even without certain types of streamers, that you wouldn't be faced with that just in and of itself, right? And just being completely anonymous on here, right?
No, I think that you would still get it, but not in such an influx, and especially when you're in the just chatting section. When I'm like playing a game, I don't get it as much when I'm playing a video game, because my camera's smaller, I'm not as big on the screen, I'm not just talking, and I'm not paying a lot of attention to chat. So I feel like they come in when you're in the just chatting section. And I also feel like a lot of these girls who stream, that particular content and use their sexuality, they do a lot of marketing off of Twitch, so on social media, and they just draw in people who are specifically looking for that type of content. Like they'll post very lewd photos on Instagram, they'll post very lewd photos on their Patreons and things like that. So people are specifically coming to Twitch because they saw like what this person has to offer, and now they're like polluting Twitch's community with that type of just, that's all they want. That one mindset is like, show me these girls.
If I could just add to Train's point, like I think Twitch tries to do a job of policing that. It's kind of hard though, because I think Twitch misses a lot of context with a lot of their bans and some of the decisions they make. So for example, when you were talking about earlier, girls should be able to wear like a low cut shirt if that's what they wear. What if someone is live streaming a beach? Like most of them is going to be exposed. So I believe a while ago they said, if you're at a beach, we'll look at the context. But it seems like they've hit the nail on some stuff where you can go to the beach and you can wear your beach shorts and you're not going to get banned. But other stuff where someone says a word and it sounds like a certain word, and they'll come down and not make the right decision. So it just kind of comes down to that. They just have to do better at watching the clips, watching what people do. As far as this whole general group of as you call them thoughts goes, I don't even know where they would start with that. Take out the different policies, what you can and what you can't do. It gets into like a really weird gray area where there's like no way of dictating who's allowed to do what on the platform.
Yeah.
So.
Realistically, I mean, I think Casey Tron kind of made a good tweet earlier this week. I think yesterday, actually, that kind of can actually be referenced into this topic. Like, I don't think I'm echoing again, but I don't think that it doesn't really affect. I mean, I don't know. I guess I can't say that. I guess you can say that if you feel like it's affecting you negatively and it's affecting what content you want to bring and what brand you want to have and what you're associated with. Then yeah. I mean, that's actually perfectly that's a perfectly fortified stance in my opinion, since this is how you feel and no one can tell you how not to feel. Well, anyways, the point is, my only real issue is, so I'm gonna read Casey Tron's tweet, and I think this kind of hits the nail on the head.
It was a good tweet. It was a really good
tweet. It was a really good tweet, okay? Like I said, I don't mind who wears what. I don't care. I've passed that, but that's that's because it doesn't affect me. But you're definitely in a place where it could affect you, so I fully understand that 100%. But she makes a tweet that says, if you make a joke at someone that is sexual in nature, you shouldn't act surprised nor offended whenever they make a joke back at you that is also sexual in nature. So how this could be referenced to this situation is, my only issue with all of this, I'm really echoing hard. Does anyone else hear that?
Yeah, a little bit, just a little bit.
Like a buzzing.
Yeah.
Stop.
Okay. So my only real issue with this topic at all, because I've learned a lot, I've said a lot of things, I've brought up a lot of different controversial topics on this, and I have learned. But my only real issue is, Casey Tron hit the nail on the head with this. If you're going to do something that is sexual in nature, I have no problem with it. I don't mind. But if you're going to get sensitive when you're receiving sexual comments that are also sexual in nature, and then you're going to cry about it and pull these cards and get people in trouble, then I have an issue with that, because it's hypocritical, and that is the only message I've ever tried sending. I think I've done a very poor job sending that message earlier in my career or earlier in my streaming days, but that's all it is. Like, if you're gonna have a stream that isn't sexual in nature, then don't cry about it when there's comments that are sexual in nature. And I know people have issues with this, but that's my issue, and that's what's happened with Miz, in my opinion, right? With Miz and Esfand, and we'll get into that a little later when Destiny and Hassan join here. So yeah, that's kind of all the issue I have. But because for me, it doesn't affect me. If someone decides to wear this or wear that, they decide to use their body, I don't mind. It doesn't affect me. But you are definitely, if it is affecting you, it's definitely a relative or a relevant point to bring up.
Like, I'm not mad if that's how they want to make their money. Like, it's not a personal attack against them. Like, it's it's honestly a great business strategy. I just don't feel like it's something that benefits Twitch as a whole. Like Twitch preaches this whole like community like of no harassing, no bullying, no this, no that. And like they have all these community guidelines under their terms of service, and yet like you allow these women to sexualize and basically base their streams upon just, you know, doing what they're doing and getting these types of chatters in their chat and giving these types of donos. And I watched a stream yesterday that said 3K followers, I will twerk. Like I thought twerking was not allowed on Twitch as far
It's
as I
not.
knew. So
It's
I don't
not, yeah.
like, but that person wasn't banned, and I've
Yeah,
been watching them.
because Twitch is the website is extremely large, and there's 2.2 million streamers, and
More than that.
Yeah, and
I think
some of these
it's
channels don't get banned because they don't get reported, unfortunately.
I think it's 8.1 million or 9. It's either 8.1 or 9.1 million.
Well, 2.2 million active
active streamers.
Yeah, every month. News like concurrent like streamers every month.
Partners, there's 10,000, right?
So like a lot of like I think there was a streamer that said the N-word that didn't get banned, and everybody was up in arms about it. And I was like, I even asked somebody at Twitch, I was like, why don't these people get banned? And it happens to be that like if it doesn't get reported, it just doesn't get reported. And so a lot of these, if people are down below breaking rules, like for example twerking, which is a blatant violation of the terms of service, you know, that if it gets reported and it actually falls into the lap of moderation, they will usually act on it. But obviously there's a lot of things that go under the rug too.
So I guess in reality, and by the way, none of us are, you know, we understand where you're coming from completely. And what's the solution here? What's a good method? I mean, what do you think is the solution? Like, how can someone, you know, objectively say this is what's happening, this needs to go? What's the solution, right? That's
Honestly, like
that's the hardest part, right? Like I'm saying for her problem, like what's her solution for her? Like what does she think would help this or change the atmosphere or the demographic, or what's expected of maybe a female streamer or a male streamer on the platform, because others have maybe in your eyes or in someone's eyes or in someone's opinion has taken the, you know, the sexual route versus the actual maybe personality gameplay route, right? What do you think? Yeah, go ahead, Immortal, and Hailey can answer that.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, like, I feel like Twitch comes down a lot. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen the state of YouTube gaming, but you can get away with some pretty hardcore shit over at YouTube gaming in comparison to Twitch. You know, I'm always gonna be like the hands off policy and sort of let the community, you know, dictate flow. Because as soon as corporate, you know, say Amazon in this case, comes down and starts putting handcuffs on everybody, it's gonna be a pretty it's gonna be a pretty boring platform after a couple years.
True.
Yeah.
Hailey, what do you think?
Like, I just don't. If they want people to just allow the people to do whatever they want, like, then just make it more generalized. Don't have these community guidelines. I feel like it's a fallacy that they sit here and they say, like, all these morals and all these positive this and positive that, and no like inappropriateness and no sexuality and no explicit this. Like, just make them more vague. Then if you want to have people who do that and allow them to use their sexuality to sell, then just change your terms of service then, and make less people complain about it, I guess.
But
like,
the terms of service are a guideline
Mm-hmm.
to be interpreted by the company.
But I feel like they're not, like, they're, and that's the problem too. I feel like who is interpreting this? Like, if it's like two people, like if I interpreted this dress as purple, you think it's blue, like, but which is right and which really is it, you know? It's up to interpretation. Like, I submitted something like to Twitch and I got the 2 different responses from Twitch. So it's like, well, you need to have your staff unified. So I feel like if there should be like a community, a committee. I don't know how it works when someone gets reported or banned. I don't know if it's like a vote system or if it's like one person just reviews it. So I don't really know how that works in that sense. So I don't really know what they're doing when
transparency.
Right.
Yeah, I think that's a problem too, the communication. Like, I maybe I'm just so angry because I don't know what Twitch does about anything, because I don't really feel they do a good means of communication with their content creators or just viewers in general with what they're doing with these issues.
I'm on the fence with all this. Like for me, first of all, like I focus on what I do and not on what other people do with their community. I don't like to finger point at other people for what they do. This is not what I do, but we're all different. And I also understand that in another way, it's true that there are a lot of women that offer like a really good content on Twitch and don't have to like show cleavage or anything like that, and it sucks for those girls who really like put a lot into their content, that some other girls are like very successful just because like they have cleavage, or every time they get a sub they bend over and reach to the board and kind of show their ass, that type of shit. But I mean listen,
You seem to know awfully lot about that, man.
yes, of
He's
course.
like, yeah, there's
of
this
course.
one I
No,
saw the
yeah,
other day.
you know,
She was
it's what I
reaching
do,
out.
man.
It's what I do. A lot of people in my chat, like they come and they're like, "Hey, did you see that girl? This is what she does," and But listen, I'm on Twitch for two reasons. Like the main reason is because it makes me feel good. I'm happy when I'm on Twitch.
Same.
Nice.
My community is mainly French people. I'm expatriated I live in LA. It helps me because I speak French, and I get to share a lot of my passion, also to show a side of my industry that is not the way people necessarily see the people in my industry. For example, what you're saying, I bring a lot of girls from my industry. I mean, the adult industry, and I do like little podcasts or little interviews. I'm probably more careful than a lot of streamers when those girls come on my stream, which like one time I almost got banned because I was like overly careful and something happened that ended up on Twitch fail. Kind of sucked. But I'll explain to you later.
Do tell
It
me.
sucked. But like for me, I'm like those girls, they know what they're doing. Obviously, they know they're playing with this, and they have the community they deserve because of it. I think your focus should be more like on your community and the good shit you do for them. And sorry, sometimes it's hard for me with the English thing, but to come back to what Sky was saying, like this is the internet. You can't blame those girls because guys come on your IRL or just chatting stream and ask you to show boobs. Even without those girls, there will always be retards. Sorry, I don't know if I'm allowed to use that word.
I love you.
It will be weird people that will come and make that kind of
It's
comment.
the context, dude. It's the
This
context.
is internet.
It works.
They will always come. They're behind their screen. They have the biggest balls in the world, and they will come at you with that. Without those girls, also to me, when those girls do those streams, their community, if that's the second reason why I'm on Twitch. If it makes them happy to be on that girl's stream, then I'm all for it. Of course, there are guidelines, and the girls have to stay, and the guys too have to stay in those lines and not cross it. But they're not the ones that make those guidelines. If they respect those guidelines, if they have like crazy cleavage but don't show nipples, and that's what the deal is. That's what the deal is, I don't know. I have a different opinion, but also I understand because I have a lot of friends that are women streamers, that are real gamers, or really like spend a lot of time and energy doing like really good content. I understand that some of them are less successful than some of those girls that show cleavage or other, and it can be frustrated. But like the best way to go at it is just to focus on your stream and do the best streaming and the best content you can do.
I think something that's also important to say, Manuel, is that what good content is subjective too.
Completely, exactly.
Yeah.
That's why, like Sky talks about science and makes her viewer happy. It's great.
It might not be for everybody,
Exactly,
Right.
it might not be for everybody. There are a lot of people that don't
Just-
go for those cleavage girls, and they're gonna want to see like better content and not care if you're a woman or a man on Twitch, and just come because you do good content.
Just
Sure.
to jump in quickly before we wrap this topic up here, I think what Hailey's trying to say is I don't think she actually cares necessarily about people doing this. I think what she's trying to say is that I think she feels like it's okay. So how can she platform her brand? How can she platform something that of personality when she's missing a a huge section that is always going to supersede personality on the internet. Like it's I think it's something like this, right? Like that's, I think, the issue that she's having, right? Like, I know a lot of you are question marking, but here's what I'm saying, okay? If someone, I mean, this is just human. I mean, in my opinion, this is something that goes on, right? If there's two,
I feel like you're being like sort of dodgy about it, or it's like you don't want to say the wrong thing.
Yeah, I'm scared.
Is that true?
Yeah, I'm scared to say it.
Yeah.
But basically, what I'm trying to say is if there's two streamers on, right, and let's say Hailey has a full personality stream, gaming stream going in, you know, she has a brand that's of, you know, Twitch and of what the gaming and the personality side, and then there's another side where, you know, it might have everything she has, but also there's, you know, some sexualization going on. Like the clicks are always going to go to the right. So how can she get the exposure without showing the tits? How can she get the exposure without showing her ass or her legs, or without, you know, spreading them out and, you know, putting very tight shorts on, or whatever so that's what I think she's asking as a new streamer. How can she get exposure without doing these crazy things? I mean, we've seen time and time again over the last 6 to 12 months. No, we've seen time and time again.
Sorry, the last chat is fucking.
We've seen time and time again over the last 6 to 12 months. A lot of people on the platform, both man and woman, have made it overnight. We're talking 0 followers to 100K followers because of a nip slip, or because of a dick showing, or because of, you know, a vagina showing, because of the boobs coming out, because of a video of a porn from 2 years ago that just leaked. Like, these are things that are happening overnight. So how does someone come on this platform and get the exposure they deserve without sexualizing their content? That's what I think her main concerns in. And yeah.
By doing what the reason why you started Twitch, like you just have to do what you like and the way you want to do it, and not, you know, do you want that type of attention? You don't want that type of attention, so why would you look for that? Like, you know, I think Hailey coming to do the podcast is awesome. It's good exposure too. It allows her also like to tell, you know, to express yourself about that topic. I think that's the best way, and keeping her content to what she wants her content to be, and not caring about what you need to care. And that's for me, okay? I care about my main community, which are the people that are always here and come back, and, you know, and there are those people that just come and go and they want to check you out and they come back 2 months later, and, you know, this is great, but this is not necessarily the people for whom I do my stream. I do my stream because it feels good to me, and it feels good for a bunch of people that come to my stream.
What would happen if you went around and you arbitrarily, you had the power, say, to go around and ban everyone that's doing this particular, like you had the mouse and you could just click and ban everybody? Where would all the viewers for that go, do you think? Like, they're there for a reason, right? Would they just be like, oh, well, I can't go to Twitch, I don't know, to get sexually frustrated, I guess I'm gonna go watch Raj.
Chatterbait.
That's
I was just gonna say
that's the next best stuff for me.
I was just gonna say that.
Raj. I love it.
I was gonna say they'd come to my show, which actually is becoming more popular because of more men on the screen for some reason. I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, there's not, even, like I said, my point is, even if you get rid of all the people you feel like are violating these clear rules, it's not like, to Manuel's point of, it's not like you'll gain them or something like that, right?
If I've seen anything from what my show's taught me recently, is that I think Twitch is very sexually fluid, because for some reason, the show, the Raj to Lorette with 1 girl and 10 guys, seems to be the most popular one right now. And there's more men on the screen than anything. So I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know, guys. I think Twitch chat has some.
Those are very successful on P-Hub too, you know.
Yeah, true. Could go to P-Hub. I mean, I think it's important to know that, at the end of the day, we operate in a competitive environment, and in order to thrive, we have to differentiate ourselves from one another. And we can argue about what guidelines and everything exist on the platform, but at the end of the day, that's the root of it. And the viewers are here to be entertained, and they like what they like, and play ball. Let's play ball.
I think a good way too is to check the girls that are successful on Twitch and don't use those things, and see what makes them successful, and maybe that's something that's gonna work with what you like, you know, where you can associate more than with the other girls that show their tits.
Right.
And Hailey, how long have you been streaming?
Almost 2 years.
Wait, you're not a new streamer?
I mean, if you consider that relatively new and unpartnered, then yes, under those grounds.
Oh, I thought you were a new streamer. Oh, wait, so you've been here for 2 years.
Yeah, I've been streaming for almost 2 years. Yep.
Oh, so that actually adds a lot more credibility, in my opinion, to your. I thought you were like on here for 2-3 weeks, and that was my. I mean, damn. Okay, that's. Oh, okay, cool. That's damn. Okay, so then I can definitely see where you're coming from. 2 years of doing what you're doing. So Manuel, knowing that, she's stuck to this.
Wait. No. So I mean, but you can take this into context with guys too, right? So
Oh,
like,
of
there's
course.
so many people out there that are doing streaming.
It's not just a woman thing. It's a man and woman.
Yeah.
It's not a sex thing.
That's
I
how I
want to
see it
clarify
is.
that before we turn this
Well, no, I'm not
into a
yeah,
sex
no,
war.
no, no,
Yeah,
no.
it's not.
Yeah, no. But I'm saying it's like we can take this in that perspective as well. Like, it's, you know, you've got to set yourself apart.
When I have my guests on my show, if you see the stuff, like the clothes I make them wear, like even little cleavage. Listen, I don't know if you guys know Bear Ninja Ben from Twitch. Ben, yeah. Do you know Ben that works at Twitch, a French guy? Anyway, he was literally at my house.
I think I might.
At my he came also to Vegas when I did my show to Vegas, and I keep covering the girls, putting like t-shirts so there's no cleavage at all. Like, I'm very careful with that. And he would be the one be like, no, that's fine. And the girl would be wearing like a tiny top, you know, and like, I cover my ass. I don't want an accident. I don't want a nip slip. Like, I love Twitch, so I will never take a chance with that. So like, and I don't want it to be what brings the people to like for my channel, because I feel like because I'm a porn star and I bring some girls from the industry, already the light is on me. Like, I know when I first started on Twitch, like Twitch people were like, dude, what the fuck? Like, we got to keep an eye on this dude, because they probably thought I would do like stupid shit. Because I guess some of the girls in my industry tried Twitch in the past and they kind of fucked up and started like overdoing the teats and the ass thing, and got banned.
I'm not laughing.
And then very quickly they realized I was like, I'm always nervous when I have a guest. And the thing I was talking about earlier, like every guest I have, I put shirts on them and I explain to them, listen, you can't show anything. Please don't do it. And I had a girl guest, and she was wearing like a t-shirt, but, you know, covering everything. And at one point she grabs her shirt and started lifting it. And I completely flipped, grabbed the shirt, pulled it down. What I didn't realize is that all this part of her shirt was see-through. And by pulling it down, like, I ended up showing her tits. And dude, like, I fucked up. I was so mad. And I was so mad at her. Like, I was like, I fucking told you. Like, right. And that shit ended up on Twitch Fail, which back then I didn't know what Twitch Fail was.
Yeah.
Which by the name I should have understood. And some people will come to my chat and tell me like, hey, I'm from Twitch Fail. And because I found out later, and that's why I got flagged, because it went on Twitch Fail. And then like a guy came on my stream, I'm from Twitch Fail, and I thought he was actually the guy that uploaded it on Twitch Fail, and I started killing the guy, calling him like all kind of names, because I was so mad that he used that clip. And then I was like, you know what, like, that was stupid, but like that was a fuck up. But I'm very careful. So I understand what you're saying, because the type of content I want to show to people involves no boobs or no, even though I bring a lot of porn stuff. But I'm not mad at the girls that use that, because they have a community that come to them because they want that, and they wouldn't necessarily go to other people's stream than the girls like that.
Yeah.
They clearly don't come for the gaming part.
I agree with Manuel, I think, generally speaking.
Yeah.
I mean, you know.
Sorry, sometimes
reason,
my English
right?
is limited, so I don't know if it always makes sense, but
Hey,
I
you're
guess
good,
I'm
brother.
just so mad because Twitch likes to preach this global community. So even though as an individual streamer we all have our own communities, at the end of the day there's a giant Twitch global community, and I just feel like the type of community that these streamers are building up, I don't even want them on Twitch personally. So that's why I just get so angry, because it's like,
Yeah.
why would you want those type of people
Well,
here?
anyway, any of those guys that come to your stream and start being, asking you this type of shit, it's an easy ban.
Yeah. I mean,
It's an easy ban. Get rid of them.
It's
You know.
fucking great.
I mean, like, there's clear-cut cases, like the girl you talk about twerking, right? That's pretty clear-cut.
Yeah, that's a big no-no.
That's a big no-no. But a lot of it's hazy. It's hard, really,
But again, look,
Could you get more descriptive? I really want to know more descriptive, like what you're talking about specifically, like specific things that you see,
Well, I
without
don't know if
naming
they
any
have like a
names or
different terms of
channels.
service. Like if you're in a different country, or if you stream under a different language, but there's like girls who stream under different languages, and they literally have their tits in camera, and they like use their arms and their hands.
But like,
as
I mean, it's so like,
But Raj,
like,
look. For example,
yeah,
the other day I was watching a girl. She was like IRL streaming her workout.
yeah,
Right. And then she started doing squat and ass towards the camera.
yeah.
Like low squat. So
Yes,
what's the
correct.
difference between a girl twerking and a girl doing low squats in front of the camera with her ass out? You know that she knows why she does it ass out, right?
I think one burns more calories.
Right. I
There
don't
is
know,
one.
man. Twerking is pretty hard, man.
It's, oh man, I get what you're saying. We all know what it is, right? We all know what it is.
I
There's this
personally
veil that
listen,
everybody can hide behind
I've-
because
I've completely evolved. Okay, dude, listen. Dude, I've been having 2 eggs a day. 2 eggs a day, soft boiled. I'm telling you, dude. Listen, call me fucking Megamind. Okay, listen. I've evolved completely here. Okay, listen. I don't even care about sexualized content on Twitch. I don't give a shit anymore. I realized that's such a it doesn't matter, right?
Same.
Here's for me, it's just this simple and this cut and dry. Okay, and the reason I was so passionate about this Mizkif and Esfand ban is because
feel
it
like
plays into exactly what my message has been and is today. I don't care if you sexualize your content. I don't care if you wear a low-cut shirt. I don't care if you show off your legs and talk about sex. I don't give a shit. I don't care if you wear short shorts and say you're going to suck other streamers' dicks every fucking other stream and it's on live stream fail. I don't give a shit, right? What I give a shit about is when you do this and then you have the audacity to come on when one sexual comment's made towards you and flip it on the guy and use and manipulate these Me Too movements and these feminist movements and take the voice away from the real victims that need the credibility, need this voice to actually be heard, and take the livelihood and reputations of people who are making innocent jokes and comments away. That is my issue. That is my issue. If you're going to sexualize your content, if you're going to talk about sex, if you're going to talk about blowjobs, and someone makes a comment, don't make it into a sexist, misogynistic thing. Understand what you've done. That's all. Just don't cry about it. That's it. I don't care if you do it. It doesn't bother me. Hey, fuck it, dude. Listen, I might tune in. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. That was a joke, by the way. So I just don't like this idea where people want all the positive and then one negative comes in and it's high-roaded. Like, oh, how dare you? Are you kidding me? I'm not sure. Like, no. Like, sure, my legs are out, but you're a sexist for looking at them. Like, what? Come on. Like, it's being completely manipulated. It's being twisted, and it's ruining people's lives. And more than that, it's taking the voice away from the real. There's victims out there that are actually being harassed. There's victims out there that are being, unfortunately, there's victims out there that are experiencing very violent domestic abuse situations. Those are the people, the men and women that need the voice of feminism, need the voice of this platform or a chance to get their voice out there, to be protected, to be saved, to be noticed. This is where the problem is, right? Not this other thing that's manipulating this platform given to people that are actually the true victims. And that's my only stance. And that's all I got to say about it.
Well, and honestly, this double standard too, with Miz clearly being uncomfortable in that situation, And like the standard and this like idea that men can't feel uncomfortable in particular situations, he was visibly uncomfortable, and there's no accountability there.
Yeah, that's a different topic. Like, I feel like we kind of segued and went into what we were dodging, but
Sorry.
like, because I totally agree with the fact that there's a double standard that exists there, but I'll draw back. But I feel like that it's a little bit different. So what I would recommend is, again, like, I don't search the bottom of the just chatting section. Like, I just don't subject myself to that shit.
It's not
like,
the bottom. And no offense, Skylights, it's not the bottom.
Yeah,
it's the first two sections. The first two rows, it's literally, 7 out of 8 of the first two.
That's
top.
why I
Yeah,
think
no,
the
and
problem
I know
Just to
that.
clarify.
Yeah,
when I'm in that
I know.
section, like, and I'm looking at the top dogs in that section, the majority of the females that are in the top section, if it's not men, then it's like, the girls who are sexualizing themselves. So that's why I feel like it's such a big problem too, since they're at the top. So that's what most people see when you go to that section. That's right in your face immediately,
Yeah, no, and I don't agree with it. Like, I'm not a fan of it. I'm definitely not a fan of it. Would I say that it like precipitates any kind of, I don't know, like I'm gonna have people coming in and saying stuff regardless. That's the way I see it. It's just kind of like people are gonna kind of be shit if they're gonna be shit. And it's not just like just deal with it, buddy. Like it does suck. I do think like, well, if I were I worry about wearing a low cut top, and sometimes I'm just like, fuck it, like I don't care, like I'm not trying to do this, and people that really matter, they're gonna know that intention, but the people that don't, I don't care, I'm probably gonna end up banning them anyways. Like I don't know, it's kind of like I just try not to, it's a part that I don't know, it can make you feel bad, and if you focus on it too much, but there's not really much we can do other than survive in the environment in which we're given.
I wish Hassan was here because I feel like I know what Hassan would say.
It's okay. Everything's good.
No, he would comment on the fact that like the problem isn't the people wearing the shirts; it's the people commenting on what people are wearing. I think that's what he would say. Probably. I'm not Hassan, but maybe Hassan would say something like that.
I'll drop it to you right now, okay? Listen.
That's what Hassan would say if he was here.
It's not even what Hassan would say. It's logical, okay? You shouldn't have to fear wearing a low-cut T-shirt. You shouldn't. You should be able to wear a low-cut T-shirt, okay? Like that's 100% factually true. The fact that you fear wearing a low-cut T-shirt because you're in fear of being sexualized is wrong, and it's not okay. You should be free to wear whatever you like, whenever you'd like. 100%, I truly believe that. The problem is there are people who are taking the low-cut T-shirts way too far, and it's making people who are just wearing the shirts because they like it look bad. So it's not the low-cut T-shirt that's bad. It's the people who are abusing and pressing the line and using platforms of togetherness and movements to defend themselves, when in reality, they know what they're doing, and they know that this doesn't fall into the Me Too and the feminist movements. They are, if anything, they are making the feminist movements look bad because they are literally discrediting them. That's the issue, and that's the only thing I've ever preached.
No, I totally agree with that.
Yeah.
Sorry, I can't fight that one. I totally agree. I hate that that's become tainted, but it has.
Yeah.
So the question I have is, is the feminist movement now, is it about like are people like that wear low cut shirts?
Let me correct myself. I need to correct. I'm so sorry. It's not the it's not the feminist movement. It's the radical feminist movement, I think.
Okay,
there are so many levels of feminism and different
versions. It's called like third wave.
There are so many people that have different versions of what feminism he is or should be, and they are the ones that try to push their own views on it on others, and that's where the problem is.
Yeah,
in my
like
opinion.
a whole different
Like, should everybody be covered up, or like, what's the deal? Like, I'm just like wondering where the line, where's the balance? Not on Twitch. I'm just speaking generally.
No, I mean,
wasn't there? Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Sky.
No.
No, sorry, I didn't mean to cut you. Please.
I mean, I don't think that anybody should be like, again, like what Train just said. Like I know. I'm pretty sure when he says like he doesn't mind, like if in a case like me, right, where I stream science and whatnot, if I wear a little bit more of a revealing shirt because it's really hot outside and whatnot, I don't think he really minds, and I think he's pretty honest about that, and that's pretty easy to say. Like I guess what I mean is it's a really hard topic to nail down because it does lead by demonstration. It does kind of gateway some crappy behavior. I think in the end, like a lot of this stuff just comes down to, so if you want to overcome it and you don't want to be salty about other people having views that you don't have based on commodities that you're not selling, you just kind of have to get over it.
Yeah.
And that sucks to say, like, and yeah, I'm totally going away from the whole feminist thing just because I think that's, even the term feminism, I think, has been redefined by Twitch standards, and the movements have become that of the extreme. So they're not really representative of what, feminism is really meant to be. So people have this attitude, like I even saw chat being like, fuck feminism. Well, you're seeing an extreme side of it, and usually when you see the extreme side of anything, it usually turns out to be quite ugly.
Yep.
For sure.
So let's move topics to so there's this thing about looking back over your old tweets from like, way back then, 2009, 2010, 11, 12. People are getting in trouble for this stuff. I mean, listen, the problem with old tweets are there's no context to them. We can't see the other side. We can't, or old messages or old anything. You can't see the other side to it. You can't see the second side of what was being responded to, or the context behind it, or the time. All that's being ignored. All that's being cared about is what was said 15 years ago, and it's being used to character assassinate you today. How do you guys feel about that? I mean, I'm sure all of us have said something stupid in the last 10 years. Do you guys think that that this is just something very, like, it's stupid? It's being, is it a reach, or is it something that you should be judged for?
You're talking about like the James Gunn situation,
or the Kevin Hart? Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Even Kevin Hart. I didn't know that was like more recent.
It depends on what it is, like what they say. I mean, I like it. I don't know. I think it depends. I don't know. It's hard to really say. Like I thought the Kevin Hart situation was ridiculous. And I think a lot of them are ridiculous. Like I said, we've all said a bunch of stupid shit. But yeah, I think by and large it's ridiculous, but it depends. Like if somebody says some really, really super deep fucked up shit, I think that there's some things that are unredeemable.
I think sorry.
Go ahead. Sorry, no, you definitely haven't talked for a little bit.
My bad. I think we had that. We spoke a little bit about that like a couple of weeks ago. There are just those people that are behind their screen in the dark, waiting for anyone to say something, or hating on someone and going back like 5 years on their Twitter to find something, and it's just feeding those trolls, man. Like I can't fucking, like, there's so much of the shit that comes up, and I'm like, who cares? Like,
yeah. And the problem is these people that are looking for this shit, they're not like they're not out seeking productive change. They're out it's a witch hunt. They're looking for these people that are on Twitter, tweeting about stuff. They're looking for attention for themselves. They don't care about the issue. They don't care about shit. I remember when I had this girl named Aqua on my stream, and she admitted to killing a dog, right? She said she killed a dog or whatever. It was on Newsweek and a bunch of other media outlets, and we kicked her off the stream and everything. And all the people that went after her, what was frustrating is that, as she should have been, deplatformed and everything like that. But what was annoying is that people really didn't care about animal rights. They didn't care. All these people tweeting, they were only cared about like the clout that they'd get from tweeting about the situation, And that was really frustrating for me. So not one of those people joined me in contributing to a greater cause, like a charity or anything like that. Not one of those people paid up that was tweeting about the cause, talking about, advocating, for the rights of animals. Not one person that was tweeting about that ever made any contribution or any movement towards a more productive solution, So it was just, I don't know, whether that be charity or doing something productive with it. And I think that a lot of times nobody wants to do anything. It just, their intentions are in a bad spot.
Being offended is like, the cool new thing nowadays. Yeah. Also, when it comes to like Twitter nowadays, it's people want to pretend like it's like new media. Twitter's been around for, like, at this point, like over a decade. decade and a half. When it first started, people were saying some like crazy shit. And this goes to even like, you know, Twitch in the early days. This goes towards YouTube in the early days. So it's, I don't know, it's really disingenuous when people go back now and they say, look at 12 years ago when nobody was even really even using Twitter. And look at the stuff that these people said. Look at the words that nowadays are frowned upon, but back then were totally, you know, the norm. It's just not right. I mean, it's like if you talk to your, I don't know, grandparents or something and, I don't know, go back into like the 60s and pull up some of the conversations that they had, you know, in the locker room or whatever you want to call it, with each other. You'd probably find some pretty offensive stuff in there by today's standards, right?
Yeah.
It just doesn't make any sense. The whole thing is just bogus, stupid, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, it does feel like there is a certain group of people that will just like seek this out. You know, that will just look for things, and it's unfortunate.
Who goes to specifically get mad at something someone said? Like, oh, I'm gonna look up someone's Twitter from 10 years ago. See what I can find here. Dude, this makes me mad. Like, it's like, what?
Those people are crazy. Didn't we talk about this last week? Like, it was something about, like, was it like Burger King that made a burger or whatever, or like with a sauce in it, and they called it whatever. Like, I don't know. And people were like, "Oh, racist is this," to claim that this sauce comes from this country just because. I don't remember. Fuck. I don't know if like Trainwreck. You remember this?
Say that one more time.
I think was it a Burger King ad?
Was it a Burger King ad we talked about yesterday? People got offended because the sauce they put on it, they gave it a name. Offensive.
Yeah, it was. Yes, it was. Fuck. It was some sort of disgusting sounding burger. It was. Chat. What was the burger? It was like some.
The Vietnamese sauce. People are talking about
Vietnamese burger. With the chopsticks. Those chopsticks.
Oh yeah, because they put chopsticks.
They put chopsticks
right.
to eat the burger or something. Yeah.
And people got
great,
offended. But people got offended by this shit. I'm like, man, this is your life.
Yeah.
You must be bored as fuck. And 100% those people are not even Vietnamese. You know, like you know.
Yeah. That's right. So I just got linked before we move to the next topic here, I got linked rules from another platform, and I wonder what Twitch would be like with these rules, or if you'd agree with them. I was asked to take a look at this. Cat Guardians receive a lot of questions regarding streamers' clothing and its effect on rating requirements. At Mixer, it's a Mixer requirement. We want our community to be themselves as much as possible. However, there are some limits to what streamers can wear on camera. Our rules on clothing allow maximum expressions while still keeping things safe for younger audience members that might wander in. The visual aid provided is not the rule. It's only to provide help. So here we go. Body key areas, shoulders, bust line. On males and females, this is the widest area below the shoulders and above the end of the rib cage where the bra and pasties would be worn. Ribs. Okay, so this is... Okay, so...
It's a dress code.
It's a dress code.
They have a dress code. Yeah. Nice.
Holy shit. Okay, so here's the, that's the, thing. Right there.
Oh, fuck.
Dude.
So
what?
I think all
It's pretty low, man. It's pretty low.
So, like, what is that saying? Like, you can always need to have red covered, sometimes not have purple covered? Like,
red's the no-no zone. Purple is like the
entire visible body.
I can go that low.
Red's no.
So I think so. G-rated attire: any clothing that covers the entire visible body from a few inches above the bust line. So it would be right here. So right here, that's G-rated attire. So it's a few inches above the bust line, and then you have teen-rated attire: any clothing that reveals more than a hint of cleavage but still covers the entire visible body and all naughty bits cannot be strapless.
18, naughty bits?
Yeah, 18
naughty
plus
bits.
required attire. Clothing that does not cover the entire visible body from bust line to mid-thigh. Clothing that shows the midriff, such as crop tops, strapless tops, only if the top can be clearly seen on camera. No one should have to guess if the streamer has their naughty bits covered. The chest must be covered from the bust line to the...
How old are we, man? Like, what the fuck?
Swimwear that is considered acceptable at a family breach or a family beach is acceptable when at the beach. Pool or participating in a sports event when is appropriate to the situation. Bikini tops worn in situations other than beaches, pools, and appropriate sporting events must be worn across the chest regardless of gender identity.
What about like a hot tub? Does a hot tub count, or like a river?
Damn.
I
Never allowed. Open shirts / robes without clothing underneath. Underwear / lingerie, transparent clothing worn by itself. Wearing skin-tight clothes and focusing the camera below the waist. That's funny. Towels
Well,
wrapped around
I
the
think
body.
that's actually in the TOS here. Is like no
Breastbone cannot be visible.
no weird angles.
That's insane. That's definitely crazy. Wait, who just joined?
Destiny.
Poor Destiny's pissed. Destiny, you there? Destiny's not happy, dude. Destiny, you there, dude?
Oh.
And he's gone.
Only left.
Hi.
It's lagging, I think. And there was some yelling going on in the background.
What?
Yeah, I'm going to text and say it's okay.
Dude, that thing was ridiculous, though.
What
Like,
was?
the
Yeah, it
red
was.
zone. Do not
Yeah, the
show the
collarbone
red
looked
zone.
good, though. I mean, that
Don't
was
fall
definitely-
into the red zone. Well, but when you see that, it looks like you can go like pretty deep in the cleavage, though.
Mhm.
Do you ever?
Sorry. I just
Say
Manuel
it,
goes
dude.
to the red zone quite often, don't you, Manuel?
Well, but that's on another stream. It's another streaming platform. Sorry.
Yeah, that was definitely ridiculous.
It's like if you see the shot of my industry, the red zone is actually the blue and green zone.
Yeah, that's
the
the,
collarbone
that's
is
the money zone.
This
right
is
there.
the red zone right here.
Like it might
The
have been a
ankles.
little ridiculous and like redundant, but at least they have something like that. Like, and that's more than what Twitch has. you know?
Hey, I gotta.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
Go ahead,
I got
man.
a question, Manuel.
Yeah.
It won't be too much. Like, is it okay if I ask like about porn? Can I ask like okay? Do you get uncomfortable when the cameraman like shoots up your butt, like that angle, you know, where it's like showing like your gooch?
Gooch.
Well, they don't like my camera guy worked with me for a long time, and he knows I don't want those type of angles because I think it's not in either part, like men or women, way like to show it. It's not very aesthetic, so I don't like those shots so much.
I was just curious.
But the other thing, when I'm doing the scene, I completely black out whatever else around me. I'm 100% focused on my partner and nothing else. So.
Okay, sorry, I didn't mean to make anybody uncomfortable. I just was curious. Sorry.
No worries. I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, that gooch asshole area is just awkward. It's just, I mean, it's just so awkward. Like, I don't know, dude. It's super awkward from the guy's perspective. Like, just
Completely.
It's
Plus,
just-
there are ways to frame it so you don't show like weird, like But
Yeah.
some people they like to keep it in. I don't know.
I've been waiting all night to ask that question.
yeah.
It's just been on the edge. I've been on the edge. I had to find a moment.
Definitely very weird.
Yeah. Man. Sorry.
Follow
Anybody?
that. Follow
Yeah.
that.
Yeah, that question. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a tough one to follow up.
Do you
with
think?
that.
Do you think? If I could ask one more, but this one's not really like super personal. But do you think you could perform while like reading Twitch chat?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's easy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, we
I
used
strive
to
for
do
that
like,
type of confidence.
I used to but I used to be I used to work for a company that used to do like live streaming on another platform, and that was live, and sometimes that would happen where like there would be a chat and you keep going and you read the chat at the same time. Like, yeah.
I mean, I know there's people that do those streams, but it just seems like because there's like the down periods. You're like, hey, welcome back, guys. Nice to see you again. Hey, yeah, I'm gonna suck his dick now.
Destiny, where are you, dude?
That's when I read the chat.
That's
Hi,
when you-
I'm at the offline TV house. I heard my people told me to come in and chat for 20 minutes. What's up?
What are you guys doing over there? Having a good time?
Yeah, Coke.
Coke?
Yeah, you'd really like it, Train.
Okay, dude. Okay, yeah. Hey, next time, give me the address next time, bro. I'll be there.
Okay, sorry. Our reservation ended up being like 2 hours later than original because the fucking place was busy. But what's up?
Where'd you guys go?
Din Tai Fung.
Din Tai Fung. There was this amazing Korean barbecue. I forgot what it's called, but it's in LA. It's so good. It might have been Din Tai Fung. I'll get the name of it. You should go to it. It's amazing. I might fly over and just have it with you.
Okay, sounds good.
Is that in Koreatown, Destiny?
No, it's over at the like the Circuit City Mall near like Santa Monica or whatever, Brentwood.
Oh, you went to Santa Monica. Okay.
Yeah.
Is Hassan there right now?
Yeah, he's over in the other room, I think. Yeah.
He's probably talking politics to somebody that wishes he would stop.
Maybe. Well, what's up? What are we talking about tonight, guys?
Oh, we got done talking about a lot of stuff. We were saving the some of the new information that came out, and why Esfand's banned and all that stuff for you guys. But shit, if you guys are in there, laying some pipe, then hey, listen, I don't want to cock block anything.
That's exactly what we're doing. How did you know?
Listen, because I'm Squad W leader, baby. I know everything.
Okay, what's up? What are we doing, guys?
Well,
We're talking about Gooch, like, currently. But
yeah, we were talking about Gooch, the angle in which it's one of my favorites, but just wondering from Manuel's perspective whether he preferred that.
Wait, what does Gooch mean? What do we mean here in this?
Never mind. We moved on.
Have you heard of Gucci, the brand, like Louis Vuitton and Gucci?
Nice.
What? I'm just talking for 20 minutes, my friends, on the Trainwreckstv podcast. Is that okay? Oh, yeah. Fed says fuck you, he hates you, Train. I don't know why. Is there drama between you guys? Oh my god. Can I just be on my computer? Stop. I'm getting bullied right now. I just wanted 15 minutes to do my podcast.
What's up, Raj? Yo, Raj.
Hey, what's up, baby?
Wait, where are you talking from? Where's the microphone?
It's in the laptop somewhere.
Oh, it's in the laptop?
Scuffed.
Hey, Train, I'm here. I made it.
Yo, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it, man.
Do you want me to? I can sign off on my. I don't have my fucking laptop with me like a goddamn nerd like Destiny, but I can sign on from my phone if you want.
Dude, what's crazy is actually where is? I'm trying to think. Dude, that beanie reminds me of what is it? It's oh wait, what's that show? It's called something Bell. It's not Saved by the Bell.
Saved by the Bell?
Saved by the Bell. Is he gonna make fun of me? I can barely hear him. I feel like it's a roast coming. Train, you always make fun of my looks, dude.
No, dude, it's not your looks.
I see the clip.
No, it's only the beanie, dude. It's only the beanie.
Because Mimi's about to go crazy.
It's only the beanie, dude. I'm trying to think what cartoon that is. There's a cartoon where someone wears a beanie like that. It's only the beanie, Hassan. Everything else looks great, buddy.
Hassan, you wore the most disgusting shirt yesterday, but you fucking look hot.
Oh, thanks.
Recess.
That was the most disgusting shirt I've ever seen, but you look good.
Oh, yes. Hold on. Yo, Destiny, bring Hassan in the camera real quick. Hold on. Give me 1 second here, dude. Wait.
Is he gonna pull up a photo of the
It's
which
literally...
shirt?
Dude, right here. This is it, dude. This is literally it, dude. That beanie needs to go. That beanie needs to go.
There's no way.
That beanie
I haven't
needs to
seen
go.
it yet. Hold on.
Wait, how can I show this?
That's not what I.
Listen, dude. That beanie needs to go, dude. It has to go. It's only the beanie, dude. Everything else looks good.
This is how I feel when my fan base, when they see anybody with any facial hair who's white, they're like, that's Destiny.
Dude, they all look like you, though. They all look like you.
Go, you're
like
done. Get out. Go.
It's all,
whenever they find photos of you, it's identical.
Yep.
Like the cashier guy. Oh my god, the last one that was so good. What are these headsets? Dude, there are so many tech gadgets here,
Yeah,
guys.
because it's the offline house. They got like a million sponsorship. They just like throw it away.
The offline house is like full of technology. It's crazy.
Dude, what is this?
Imagine if
Discord
this was
image?
redistributed to like the lower
that's
class.
literally
There's enough here to power like a whole
Every
hood
time I've been
with,
here,
like,
that's
technology.
literally what I think of.
Exactly.
No, I'm not even kidding. That's all
So Destiny, give us the inside scoop. Who's fucking who? You know, who's...
Oh, Hassan got real uncomfortable.
My man!
There he goes. Okay. I don't know anything that goes on in this house. They don't talk to me, okay? That's why I came over here to do the podcast. They're all ignoring me in the other room. They're very elitist here.
Uh-huh.
Okay, well, what are we talking about? Do we have a topic going on? Or are you just gonna...
Destiny brings his own laptop, says, "Hey, I'm gonna be antisocial and sit in the fucking living room by myself," and then says, "No one talks to me."
True
It's not
friend.
that no one's talking to you.
True
You just
friend.
literally left.
True friend, baby. Yo,
I'm
hearts
gonna
and chat
friend
for
a Trainwreck
Destiny.
right
Okay, I would do it. I would do it too. It's just I'm on my phone and my phone's about to die. I don't have my fucking laptop with me. God damn it.
Well, I thought about my friend in advance, so.
My man, yo,
Okay,
hey,
dude.
boys, go sub to Destiny right now. Go
Okay,
give us
we
some
haven't
quick
talked to
times.
anything in like the past 10 minutes. What are you guys talking about? What's the topic? Go.
We're talking about Gucci.
No, we
What
can
the-
move on
what does
from
that
that
mean?
topic. That was a
Wait,
personal.
can you tell me what it actually means? What are we talking about?
No, listen, it was a personal topic Raj brought up, but
I brought up it was a personal topic between
About
Gooch
what?
and I.
the gooch is
Anyways.
between the ass, the anal cavity and the ball sack. It's that little area.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's the
yeah,
gooch.
okay.
Wait, is Manuel Ferrara still there?
Yeah, he's right there.
Oh, he's there. What's up, dude?
What's up, man?
Well,
How you doing?
I'm doing all right, dude. I'm doing all right.
Good.
Hey, Hassan, if you want any tips from Manuel for tonight, hey, give him an ask right now. You have like 5
Wait,
minutes.
first and foremost, I met Manuel. We met at the Porn Awards. I don't know if you remember.
I remember.
With
of course,
Janice.
the XBs, I bet you.
Yeah.
Janice. Cool, man.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna say.
You look very familiar. Did you have fun there?
What? It was
you have
all right.
fun
I
there?
had a good time.
It was
hey,
the
Manuel,
it was the
Hassan
boring
was
one.
telling me the other day he's thinking about entering the industry. He wanted to know if there was a way that you could get him in.
That's fairly easy, actually.
Yeah.
Okay.
We still have to.
Shut the fuck up, Raj.
We still have to direct something, Manuel. I'm serious. We still got to direct.
Let's do it.
No,
But
mean,
it looks like Hassan already. Oh, you know.
it looks like he's already in the industry.
Yeah. That night, it looked like he was part of the industry.
Oh shit! What don't we know, Hassan?
Dude, I had a leopard print blazer on and shit. I was definitely looking more porn star than the porn star.
Right? You embraced it like fully.
Yeah, no, so I'm just okay, this is for the memes, but fuck it, I'm gonna say it. So when I used to date Janice, she used to always say that you and I look alike. And so that's why every time Train has you on the podcast, I refuse to come on out of jealousy.
What?
I'm just kidding.
no,
I mean, I'm
that's
not
cute.
kidding about the first part, but the second part, I'm just joking.
No, that's cute. That's actually humble and cute. That's a very cute thing. Yeah, that's.
She's a cool chick, by the way. She's a really cool chick.
Yeah, she's dope.
You've both been with her, right? I saw a clip of. I think I saw a clip of you, Hassan, right? Saying that she said.
I gave this for sure. No, sit right here. No, I'm leaving. Okay. Wait, what did you say?
I saw a clip. I think it was 4 or 5 days ago. Of. I think you were saying that you've both slept with her, but you slept with her before or after, and she said you were.
No,
the
I said
best.
after. I said after.
Yeah, because I've worked with her like
And
years.
and she said you were the best, right?
Yeah.
Is that what happened?
No, she said. Well, I can't speak on her behalf. All I was saying is that.
I'm fucking with you guys. That's all. I'm sure you were both equally good.
No, I'm a fan of Manuel's work. He's great.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
You got so red, Hassan. That's cute. I like that. That's very cute.
Train, have you checked out sissy porn yet, or what?
I
have
haven't,
you looked
dude.
at
I
Sissy
haven't,
Hypno?
dude.
You gotta
Sissy
check it
Hypno.
out, dude.
I'll check it out, dude. Sissy porn. Manuel, do you recommend me look at sissy porn?
Sissy Hypno. Don't say anything, Manuel. Don't say anything.
Have you seen it, Manuel?
Let him explore on his own, okay?
I'll let you explore. I think Hassan is right. Like, you have to find on your own if it's your thing.
Okay, yeah. I'll find out one of these days. But anyways, let's get to the topic here. Let's get off the porn topic we always go into 50 million times every day.
Guys.
No, it's completely okay.
I'm just kidding.
I don't mind it at all. I actually, I could talk about porn with you for probably a 6-hour stream.
I know. We should do what one of these days. Let's do something where
A porncast.
We do a porncast, but it can become annoying for the other guests very quickly. So
No. Listen, let's bring on 10 cam, me and you on there. Okay, Hassan can come, Destiny, the boys, and then we'll bring 4 or 5 porn stars,
super
females. Hey, listen, porncast. We need to do that. So, like the political podcast, the point of the political podcast was to take out politics of the Scuffed podcast. Now we're gonna also make a Porncast, which takes out the porn talk in the Scuffed podcast, so we can actually get down.
Let's do it.
Let's do that. Okay, so
Train is just trying to get banned. That's what he's trying to do.
Hey, listen, baby. Hey, you can't ban it. Listen, if anything, if they ban it, that's another. It's kind of hypocritical, isn't it, dude? Okay, if they ban me,
It's a topic for the regular podcast.
Well, that's hypocritical if they ban me. Listen.
Yeah. No, but I have girls on my stream all the time, and they're like normal girls. I mean, they're not like all the time in porn mode, you know. So.
Yeah, these girls are humans. They have personalities, and yeah, so it doesn't need to be like a sex thing where they're coming on like, hey, are you alone tonight? What's up? Like, it's not like that. They're going to be talking to us. Like, it's like everyone's humans, right? Everyone's a human.
Hell yeah. Okay,
Train.
Woke Train, dude. First he's talking about unionizing Twitch. Now he's like porn stars are humans. Oh my God.
Yeah, well,
I know the bar is low, but you're all over it, dude.
Listen, dude, I've fully evolved. These two soft-boiled eggs, bro, I've realized the only thing I care about. Listen, if anything, I know people are going to cap me this, but I'll be honest with you. Right now, if you ask me, I'm a feminist. I support fully women's rights, women's equality. I believe they need a voice. I believe there are victims that are being unheard that need a platform to speak on. I think there are disgusting people in the world that are doing terrible things, and it should change. The only thing I care about, in my opinion, is, you know, if you are going to sexualize your content, do not have this false flag of pretending you're part of this movement to, you know, give a voice to the victims, when in reality they're just using it to further their own agendas, right? Like, that's my issue, right? But in all, I'm a feminist all the way, and I believe the victims deserve justice. With that said, yeah, this Mizkif and Esfand bands really opened my eyes. It's evolved me. I've been evolved.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm glad. Where's Destiny? Oh, there he is.
Are you done?
No, I've been waiting. Why'd you leave? No. Get back here. Yo, look. Destiny was talking about how he was a good friend to you, and he just keeps running away now. That's bullshit. That's bullshit. Yeah, I'm proud of you, Train. Is there a topic that we're going to talk about, or what's going on?
We were going to talk about the Mizkif Esfand band, why Esfand's banned at all, and we're going to go into that and get some new perspectives on it, and see what's going to change the future, and stuff like that. And then we're going to go into a nice wholesome topic with the boys, talk about some personal stuff, and then we're going to wrap it up.
Why is S-Man banned?
Esfand's banned for, I believe, making one sarcastic comment and holding the camera, and that's it.
Yeah, I think it was on.
What was the sarcastic comment?
Oh, really? That was his comment.
What? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's it? And he got banned?
To my knowledge, yes.
Makes sense.
Yep, it's definitely. I'm not even sure why Esfand was banned. Like, I would definitely love more transparency on the topic 100%. Like, I can't. I mean, I don't know why either are banned, but I can't see why Esfand's banned. Period.
It wasn't on his channel. So people are saying is that he was holding the camera. Seriously?
I have no idea why Angel S-Man is a fucking angel. Like I don't know why he would be. I have no idea. First of all, I don't think any of them should. Both of them shouldn't have been banned, but S-Man especially, I don't understand why he did.
He was an accomplice, right?
Yeah, I guess
There's something really
Guilty by
suspicious.
association.
There's something really suspicious about the way that this entire thing has turned out to be.
Okay.
You guys are on stream. Everyone can hear everything. Here, get in there. They're talking about the S-Man band.
Are you serious?
What?
He asked for a cold drink, so I got him a cup of ice with the drink, and he's wanted to.
I didn't ask for vegan Coke Zero. Okay, sorry. What's up, guys?
That's disgusting. No, I'm good. I don't
Vegan Coke syrup?
Can we just talk about the podcast topics?
Yeah, sorry. Okay, let's
Thank
go.
you. Okay, Jesus. Go.
Okay, so we're talking about why was S-Fan banned in the first place. Hassan was starting a conversation about this ban was very weird. It was dealt with very weirdly, and there was a lot of different issues going on. Then I was going to go into what weight the legal actions even had in the first place. Like,
We're like hardcore speculating. We can't possibly know what legal action was threatened, right?
Yeah, but even if we speculate, like, is there any weight to that? I mean,
I don't believe so. I don't think that you could possibly. Thank you. Like, I don't think you could possibly. What would you even sue Twitch for? Like, we're contractors, not employees. Like,
Exactly. It's like Twitch's involvement in this is so little, other than giving Esfand and Mizkif a platform, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna humor you for a second. I don't think it was anything, because like if you want to take it to actual court, like not like a civil suits court, like an actual like federal court or whatever it's called, like a criminal.
there's not like a crime. There's not like a crime
Well,
that was committed.
what I'm
here.
saying is, even if that was the case, if that's what's threatened, that cost $200,000 to $300,000 to do that. I don't think anyone had that intention to spend that. Not to mention going.
Wait. You can't bring a suit to criminal court. That's like the DA has to do that. That's like that's like a. You don't bring like criminal charges to somebody. You have to do civil suits.
Right.
Like if somebody like murdered somebody, you don't pay $100,000 to like get murder charges brought against somebody. That's like the district attorney does that.
Yeah. No. My point is, this is why I don't think it was that. What I think it was, I think the legal team was more of a. I think it was a public perception threat. That's my speculation. I think it was a public perception threat because what happens is they can send Twitch like I forgot what it's called. They send them something that says, this is what happened, this is what we want from you, and then it goes live, it goes public, it goes to the articles write about it. That's what I think the threat was, if I were to speculate, in my opinion, right? For this to go public, and I guess the title would be spun in a way where it's
So like, I mean, we could assume all of that. This would be the assumption that I would make until anything else is brought forward. My guess is that her and her management contacted Twitch and they said, hey, we would like to report a behavior that we were made aware of that happened a long time ago on your platform, a month ago. They showed them the relevant clips. They maintained contact with Twitch. Twitch fed it over to moderation. Moderation looked at it and they're like, oh yeah, this is harassing, blah, blah, blah. And then they communicated back with them and said, we'll take action against the streamer. And then they banned them for a week. That would be my guess for as to like everything that happened. In terms of like weird, like shady, like court shit or anything like that, or like letter, like a cease and desist type letter or something like that, I doubt that. Like I could be wrong, but I doubt that anything like that happened, and I wouldn't believe it unless I had like reason to believe that something more happened.
Yeah.
You guys have like contacts with Mizkif and Esfand, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Did they get a letter from the lawyers?
No.
Well, it's well, hold on.
Speak on.
Yeah, even if they have contact with them, I would never speak on their behalf because they definitely aren't telling anybody anything about this because that probably would be a violation of their confidentiality.
That's my fault. Yeah.
Well, right. that's also true. I mean,
yeah,
depending on if they lawyer it up or not, right? But also, I think at Destiny's point, they probably just went straight to Twitch, right? It's probably any avenue that any firm would take if they're trying to like represent their client, especially since the website, as Destiny pointed out, contracted or contracts people like Esfand and all of us actually.
Well, not to mention, like, wait, why? I don't think that this was like a lawyer thing. Like, why would you hire somebody and not at least take them to civil court? I want to take you to court, or I'm going to get a legal team to get you banned from YouTube. Like, no, you would sue for damages or something, right?
Yeah.
I mean, is she a streamer herself?
No.
No. Okay, so
She has a brand, right? That's kind of the point.
right.
She's got a
so-
Twitch channel, I think she is. Right?
I thought she was like an Instagram influencer. I didn't think she streamed much.
She is.
She's got-
People are saying
She's a partnered streamer, I think.
yeah, I thought
That doesn't mean anything these days. Sorry, go ahead.
Well, okay, so I mean, but like, she was obviously making Mizkif quite uncomfortable in those clips. Like he was.
Agreed. Yep.
I mean, she was literally right up next to his face. So can he retroactively be like, hey, by the way, I'm gonna come at you with this. You made me really uncomfortable.
Yeah, how is that not
Right?
Yeah, how is that not harassment? I agree with
Right.
you.
How's that get passed over?
My guess for how Twitch phrased it, this is going to be my guess. My guess is going to be that it wasn't just the comment that they made, but it was the comment in conjunction with the way that the chat in the community was acting and the way that they didn't curb any of that behavior. And that's probably what they're going to say got them in trouble. So the girl wouldn't necessarily have like the same liabilities as Mizkif and Esfand had. That would be my guess from Twitch's point of view.
Didn't
I
she
do
ask
agree,
him to
though,
call
that-
her daddy?
Yeah, I think the whole thing was bullshit.
Imagine if that was flipped.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I've been thinking about all day. It's like if that were on the reverse side of that, that would not be okay. It would be even further than Twitch, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It
Authorities
almost
might
have
be
been
involved.
after, like after the fact, right? Like, I'm guessing from her perspective, it was probably like whatever innocent thing, innocent display of whatever that was. But the comments and all of that must have fed into it. People must have went to her Instagram page or her Twitch channel and must have said some stuff that I would assume she wasn't like super happy with. So
Probably.
Look, people can say whatever they want, like he enjoyed it or whatever, but to me, his body language looked like he was clearly uncomfortable. That's what I saw. He looked. Mizkif did not look comfortable in that situation.
Sure, but there's not much to talk here unless Mizkif tries to bring action to Twitch, and then if Twitch says no, then we can talk about that. But for all we know, Mizkif has never said anything, right?
Yeah. Right, and I don't know. I can't speak for him, Miz or whatever, but that's what I saw from a third-party view.
Sure, I agree.
I mean, you know,
I could be wrong, but isn't there like 2 clips of that sort of same thing happening, or is that like all in one? Like all in
I thought it was like one like 2-minute shot or something.
Oh, okay. So because it seemed like they moved. I only saw like the big clip, but
yeah,
there's like I think another one where he was in a different area and she approached him. Or
I was wondering like what Miz, because Miz came out with a statement on Twitter, and I was wondering what he was referring to as to what. Yeah, was there more to than just that clip? I'd be curious. Does anybody know?
So the Esfand made a statement originally. My guess is going to be that he probably shouldn't have made that statement. And Mizkif came out and made a second statement, I think, to try to like damage control that first one, where Mizkif tried to take more responsibility than it seemed like Esfand's was in the initial statement. Because the initial statement that Esfand left probably left that girl open to a lot of harassment. And Mizkif, and if that would have happened, it would have been Mizkif and Esfand who got in trouble for it. So I think Mizkif came out and made a second statement for damage control.
To be fair, it kind of sucks that Esfand kind of was roped into it too.
Yeah, but I mean, it was his stream, so that's probably how they got him on that.
Oh, was it his stream? Okay.
It was. Yeah. It was on his channel.
Yep. See, that's what I told you, Train. You and I have had this disagreement. I think where if partnered streamers, like you get in trouble if it's on your stream still.
Well, no. Oh man, I'm paraphrasing heavily, but the way that I would understand this to happen, it would be like, let's say, for instance,
it was on Mizkif's. Okay, well then never mind, Train. I take that back.
But Esfand was controlling the camera, right?
Yeah, but I mean,
the way that it's probably going to work from a moderation point of view is if 2 people are involved in a stream. Let's say that I'm streaming with Trainwreckst. Let's say that Trainwreckst just drops an N-bomb, and I look at him and I'm like, dude, that's not cool. Like, don't do that. He's probably going to get in trouble. I'm probably going to be okay. But let's say he starts dropping like mad squad W N-bombs and all that shit, and then I'm like, oh, dude, like that's so fucking funny. Like, come on, bro. Like, haha, right? And I do that. I'm probably going to get in trouble too, right? Which probably looks at when moderation comes down is how much did the other person play into the like thing that got the other person banned versus how much did they try to stop it. It's probably what their moderation will look at.
It's true. They do like unilaterally take down the people that are associated with the clip. Typically, it's not just like the sort of one party thing. It's usually like everyone that was involved sort of get like the reprimand.
Oh man.
Yeah, I'm being told it's a lot closer to what Mizkif posted than what Esfand posted. So, yeah. I think a lot of your speculation is correct, Destiny.
Yeah. So somebody in chat just said, "Why wasn't Andy banned when Hube Sama got banned?" So I could have. Maybe there's something I didn't see, but the clip that I saw, it looked like when that happened, Andy was like trying to de-escalate. Like Andy wasn't laughing or cheering Hube Sarah on or whatever. He was like saying like, "Whoa, dude, like chill, like stop," and he turned the camera away and everything. Same thing with Jake and Fed. When Fed got banned, Jake was like, "Dude, you need to stop." He wasn't encouraging it. He was trying to stop it. Right.
True. Mm-hmm. Yeah. That definitely makes sense. Well, I think that wraps up this topic. What do you guys think? I mean, I think.
Oh, what's up?
Yeah, what's up?
Sorry, what were you saying? It wraps up this topic?
Yeah, I mean, I think we talked about it in depth. We talked about it in depth like two days ago, and I think that was the main place we covered it really. And I think we tackled every angle of it. Then I just wanted to bring it up and get some new ideas from some of the new streamers that what they think of it, like Manuel, Immortal, Skylius, Highly. But if you guys have nothing further to say, we can go move topics. I want to talk about this this individual, this art streamer Kuno.
Oh yeah.
That's what I was gonna bring up during the last discussion. I just didn't know whether that was a direction, because he too, right? It was his stream and some things were said, but he had to face the consequences regardless of whether or not he's the one that said it.
Yeah.
I mean, do we start, or do you want to intro it a little bit?
So pretty much what happened is Kuno was on stream doing some sort of art. A female entered the stream came in frame, started talking about another streamer that she believes is not as skilled and talented as her boyfriend or as her friend or whatever the relationship is, and they start, going in and harassing, calling names, saying that the individual must be autistic. That's why she's getting attention. The drawing is trash. She's a terrible drawer. She's a terrible artist. These types of things, and it made the streamer uncomfortable. She started crying on stream, and action was finally taken. Apparently, Kuno was banned. So,
it just really was ugly. Just that type of behavior is really ugly. I mean, I think that's the word that you can say for it. And complete lack of awareness and just horrible things to say about somebody. And I'm happy to hear that, a lot of people have come to support her, and rightfully so. That's just, there's no place for that. And they didn't really seem apologetic until they had to, so it's really not a good situation for them.
So while she was doing that, the guy was there and he didn't stop her from doing it? That's what happened?
It seemed like he was encouraging it. He was like laughing along with her.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and he continued to laugh even after the fact, until he realized the magnitude of the situation, and then and then kind of tried to backpedal. But I mean, you kind of show your true colors at that point.
Didn't you say something along the lines, and I'm completely paraphrasing here, but of being like, I guess I need to write an apology letter?
Yeah, something like that, or like,
followed,
like a sigh, like or oh my god, it got clipped, oh my, make a lol or something.
Oh, so it wasn't
it's
apologetic
ugly,
at all?
man. It's ugly. It really is ugly. And action was taken. So, if there's any positive, it's that this streamer that they were talking about got the term. She's getting a lot of positive support from people. I think somebody said she's got thousands of subs now, which is great. So
good.
Yeah. So
4,000 subs, I thought I saw.
So it's really nice to see like something positive come out of it. So good for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
it seems like
that was a 7-day.
Sorry,
ban.
go ahead.
I believe he received a 7-day for that. A week. But anyways, go ahead, Immortal.
I was just gonna say, like, it seemed like that whole conversation, like their boyfriend and girlfriend, right? It's just like a conversation you might have with your significant other, but like definitely not on stream, definitely not in front of everybody.
Yeah,
it's just really inappropriate, really unprofessional, disrespectful, all that. Something should have definitely clicked and been like, maybe we shouldn't like talk badly about somebody in the same industry. Just never goes over well.
In my opinion, my take on it is this situation was totally uncalled for. It's not okay. It was. I mean, like, here's the thing. When it comes to the competitive scenarios, such as a tournament or, let's say Call of Duty, let's say it's Optic versus TSM or something, I really do encourage shit talk. I encourage the banter. I love it, dude. And I think
just don't call anyone an idiot.
Yeah, exactly. I think it makes the game better. So, like, in atmospheres like that, I think all shit talk goes. I think you go in, you shit talk, you want to fuck the other team up, is good. In this situation, there wasn't some sort of arts contest. Even if there was, I think they went way too far. I said all banter goes, but there is a limit, right? You can't be dropping, autistic and, mental, making fun of mental handicaps or, things like that.
It's Mental Awareness Month, dude.
Yeah, there's definitely a context.
All times.
There's a context you have to keep in mind and be mindful of. So this was definitely uncalled for, and it was very disgusting behavior, especially for me. I mean, I could be a little ignorant here. I might be a little ignorant here, but to me, all that art, all the anime art, it looks exactly the same to me. It looks. Hey, listen, I don't know. Listen, I can't tell the difference between different anime arts. Like if I look at Destiny's like character right here, like all the animes look the same to me. Just different color hair, different color eyes, different color shirts. So I can't even see what they were talking about as far as what's good and what's bad. It all looks the same.
True.
Any churros in chat?
Well, I mean, the comic books, the American comic books is similar too. They all have a look and a certain style that's very similar. Like besides few ones where they change the style or you know, but in general, they all look alike. No? Am I wrong?
I'm mainly talking about if you look at Twitch emotes. Twitch emotes and Twitch panels. Like, everyone's, like, all these graphic artists are fighting over, like, who's good and who's not. I'm gonna be honest, like, if this was an art competition, I understand why the detail matters, or the squint in the eye, or, you know, the wrinkles in the eyes matter, right? Like, when the anime thing blinks, those 3 wrinkles, you know, everyone, right? Like, I understand if we're in some art school, right? But, like, we're on Twitch. I mean, I think we're just looking at the whole of it, and it all looks the same to me. All of it looks the same to me. It's really big eyes, you know, blue iris, you know, short hair, cute little voice. It just, like, it's all the same. I mean, it's ridiculous to take it as far as.
Okay, nobody disagrees on this. Next topic. Let's find some interesting shit.
Okay, so pretty much I want to bring up. Recently, we saw Destiny and Hassan in offline TV. What do you guys think's going on there? Like, realistic, like, if you guys
my god, you don't have anything controversial here?
If you guys
are you serious?
If you guys were to speculate, what do you think's going on? Chat, let's start with you guys. What do you think's going on over there?
Well, I think. Oh, chat.
If you don't bring up an interesting topic, I'm going to spoil Endgame right now, Train.
Spoil it. I want you to spoil it right now. Fuck it.
You want me to?
Oh, yes. No, let's talk about. Yes, that's perfect. Spoilers. This spoiler bullshit. Let's talk about this, dude. Oh my god, I have a hot take that's gonna piss everybody off, dude.
Dude, I went to watch Endgame. I was so fucking excited, and I smoked some weed beforehand, and I I didn't get the whole movie. I didn't watch any of the other movies, and I was so lost the whole time. I didn't know what was going on, and I left. I just ended up leaving.
True.
Dude, I want to talk about spoiler culture. All this stuff where everyone's freaking out, that they're logging into Twitter, knowing there's going to be spoilers there, knowing there's going to be an asshole there, and then they're complaining about it. Like, Destiny, let's start with you. What's your hot take in the spoiler culture? What do you think about this? I mean, I read your Twitter comment. You said, listen, if it's been 4 days since the movie's come out, you have no goddamn right to even cry about it anymore. Like,
listen, if getting spoiled is going to, like, literally ruin your movie experience, I just don't know why you would go on social media before seeing the movie. If it's been, like, 3 or 4 days since it's been out, like, I don't know. That's just me.
What sucks about Endgame, though, is like people were spoiling that before the movie was even out.
Yeah, everybody, because I made a joke like I think I made a joke 4 days after it came out about like Game of Thrones and Endgame. I made a joke about it, and people were always, and I got a bunch of people saying things like, I hadn't had anything spoiled until you said something on Twitter, and it was like, wait, I never read anything about this shit, and I even knew like 2 of the spoilers before the movie even came out. I don't even know how I knew it, but I already knew like which 2 characters were gonna die. I felt like I saw it like in so many different places, but I don't know.
Who died? Batman and Superman?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I could just be a rare breed. I don't know, but if you tell me what happened right now, it doesn't change whether I want to see it or not. Because like, I'm not watching it. Like, you telling me if Superman and Batman both die at the end, like, I'm going there to watch the story unfold. I'm going there to watch the storyline. I'm going there to watch there's something more than just the simple, you know.
It's your own experience.
Yeah, it's the experience of it. Like, that's why I can watch the same show and the same movie that I love so much 50 times, and each time it's just as exhilarating. I know what happens, but I'm watching it for my experience, for the character development over time. Knowing when someone dies, for me, doesn't change anything. I don't give a fuck. Like, but a lot of people do.
It's hard for me to rewatch movies because then I know when the slow parts are going to be there, and it sucks, you know? Like, you just like, damn, you know?
Well, then you can fast forward.
I know, that's true.
It sucks for some stuff. Like,
sorry, go ahead.
I was just saying, I was in high school. My friend spoiled Shutter Island for me. He told me to go watch it, and he told me the ending in the same sentence. And I could never bring myself to watch that movie because the whole thing is like this, you know, this whole build up to the very end. And if you know the ending, like, you don't need to see the rest of the movie.
Well,
right?
to be fair, that ending actually isn't as it's not as black and white as your friend seems like he made it. Like, you still don't really know if it was his delusion.
Chat's gonna spoil it for me, dude.
No, I'm saying it's kind of like Inception, where at the end everyone assumes he's still dreaming, but the thing's gonna stop eventually. You never know. It's left.
And Inception is intentionally left ambiguous because that's the point of the movie. In Shutter Island, he is 100% not delusional.
He's 100%.
Or like he's like aware that he's delusional. When I say not delusional, like he knows he's not delusional.
I'm getting flashbacks, dude.
I'm sorry, he knows he's delusional. Does that make sense? Like he knows what's up. That's why he asks, like, would you rather die a good man or live a monster or whatever, right? He knows.
It's been 10 years, dude, and I'm still holding this grudge.
I wanted to watch that tomorrow, and now.
Well, now you're fucked, Manuel. I'm sorry.
Oh, God damn it. Well, there are movies you like there are things you can spoil, and others where you're like, you know, if you had never watched The Usual Suspect and I tell you, then the movies it's not the same if you know the ending of Usual Suspect. And there are like the spoil about the end game that's like very popular right now. Like it's not gonna spoil the story because you know what happens at the end. Like I agree.
I don't want you to spoil the end of your films, Manuel.
Well, I can. The problem with my movies is they're pretty much all end the same way.
Yeah,
so.
I mean,
Actually, spoilers in porn are really important because nobody wants to watch a fucking porn where there's not a money shot. Holy fuck. I'll spoil the fuck out. If I scroll to the end and the guy's fucking right up until like the time stops, I don't have to watch that shit. Fuck
Me
that.
too. I gotta see that. Like I go to, or you go to the end and then there's an ad to find the full video somewhere else. I'm like, fuck.
But who goes after my credit to say that like little ending, like secret ending I put?
Wait, you do that?
No, I'm just fucking.
Oh, okay.
Got him.
Damn, I always wait past the credits. I was like, man, there's no you.
You gotta respect the team to put it together, dude.
Yeah,
yeah. It's just
I didn't think like there was some teaser for the next one.
Like for the next one.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Coming this summer.
There was like a clip on social media of some kid like in class or something, and this dude sitting down, I guess, spoiled Endgame for him, and he straight up just punched him in the face. He tried to escorted him out, and he's like, "You don't spoil stuff. That's what you get for spoiling stuff."
Oh, was that in a movie theater?
No, it was like in a classroom.
Well, there's another guy that got beat to shit at a movie theater for spoiling, yelling the spoiler.
Yeah, that's how you get beat up in a movie theater, actually.
Did you hear about that one guy that had the Dark Knight spoiled for him?
Oh, Jesus Christ.
I'm in
Wait,
Colorado.
Holy
Destiny Jesselink.
shit.
Good one, Destiny. Good one, buddy.
Holy shit.
Wait, what? I don't get it.
The Dark Knight, there was a guy that went and shot up a theater.
Oh, God.
I was kidding, by the way, but that doesn't...
Yeah, see, that was really fucked
It's
up.
like I'm a big I like the manga One Piece, and that manga is like over 20 years old. And sometimes I talk about One Piece and something that was released like a part of the story that was released like 15 years ago, and people come to my chat and like, whoa, spoiler! Like I don't want to know that. I'm like, bro, it was released 15 years. That part was like 15 years ago.
Yeah, I hate
if you
that
haven't
too.
read it yet, fuck you.
Yeah.
You know.
I actually have
Same thing. It's like they're not even reading One Piece. They just want to tell you you're spoiling it for them, like just because they're fucking.
Fuck you.
I like how this is about One Piece.
Sorry.
I actually have another hot topic that I think has been overlooked by a lot of people, and I don't know if can you hear the podcast, Destiny? Because I want to play a clip on there, and I want you to listen to it.
Oh boy, hold on.
Okay, open it and just let me know when you're ready, and I'll play it. So pretty much the general gist of this is there was a streamer on Twitch that I get where she's coming from. I don't think she should have went about it this way, let alone posting it on Twitter and kind of going about that route and getting everyone involved and getting a lot of, attention toward what she's saying.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah,
Let's hear it.
I'm going to play the clip. I'll explain why I don't agree with it.
Go.
Let me grab
Just play it. Let's hear it.
Yeah, I'm going to play it right now. Let me open it real quick. All right, here we go. Let me turn off the...
How do I mute my speakers on Discord?
Just press the headphone thing and it mutes both.
Wait, where is that button?
Bottom
I see
left.
it.
Yeah. Okay. Let me bring Twitter over here. Okay, so here's the clip.
And to make friends. That's what I'm here for. If I can make a living off of it, fuck it. That's great. But honestly, I am just here to have a good time And honestly, I am not qualified to talk you off a ledge. I'm not qualified to talk to you about suicide. I'm not qualified to talk to you about self-harm because I am not a doctor. I am not a professional. I do not know who you are. I don't know where you live. I don't know your name. And to put the pressure of the fact that you could commit suicide at any moment onto someone who doesn't know who you are, who doesn't know where you live, who cannot get you help is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Just saying. Reach out to family, seek a professional. My doctorate is in Ugg boots and Starbucks, not fucking medicine, okay?
Okay, so that's the clip. That's the clip, and actually, I'll wait for you guys to finish watching.
Okay, I watched it.
Okay, now let me read some other comments.
Well, wait, before we start this, is anybody in here unironically going to argue that a streamer has a responsibility to talk somebody out of suicide?
No, I'm not going to argue that at all. I do think.
Then wait, then what is it? Is there anything to discuss here?
Yeah,
I don't think anybody's
yeah.
going to disagree with this.
Yeah,
I'm just wondering how she got the subtitles real time. I
think
what that program is.
I think there is something to talk about here, 100%. I think if someone, listen, sure, it is not your responsibility, but at the end, what you said at the end there, which is go to your family and seek medical help. That's what should just be said, and then move on. Like, that's what should be said and move on. To make, like, if someone's suicidal and you go on this rant, not only on Twitch, and then you post it on Twitter and it goes viral like this, whoever was saying that, like, that's going to push them more in the negative direction than is the positive. Just keep it simple. Say, listen, I'm not an expert in this position. Go see a therapist and go talk to your parents. Like, leave it at that and move on. But going about it like this, I think is wrong in my opinion. Like, especially since you can.
I mean, she just sounded mad. I mean, you could argue she was maybe an asshole when she said it, but I think it's okay.
That's.
Yeah, I don't care that she listed that she's a barista. Okay.
And then the next comment is, this happens to me at least 2 to 3 times a month. Someone messages me their suicidal note on Twitch. They come in my chats and they're going to end it all, or they could kill themselves at any moment. Stop doing this. It absolutely kills any good energy in the stream. I don't know. Yes, we do not have a responsibility to be your therapist. I completely agree with that, especially things as serious as suicide. But like,
seriously, if I was responsible for people killing themselves, what does this mean? I'm not allowed to play League anymore?
Yeah, no, funny. But I just can't get behind the way to go about it, and I can't get behind saying this ruins the mood of my stream. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, there's a very simple way to deal with it. Like, if you do not want to be a part of it, it's 1 or 2 sentences. It doesn't hurt you. You're already talking for 8 hours. You can add in 2 sentences. Listen, go talk to a medical professional. Go talk to your parents. Just leave it at that. And especially if it's 2 to 3 times a month, what is that? I mean, like, that's 6 sentences a month. Just extra. Just go about it that way. But to make it into this, to go into this, 10,000 likes, 1,400 retweets. Like, in my opinion, I see something different here. I see something completely different here.
Oh no, are we about to give a squad W take?
No, I'm not. I just don't think this method is good at all, because it is, in my opinion.
Maybe the method is like, if a girl comes on stream or a person goes on stream and they're like, hey, like, just go see a doctor, talk to a therapist. Nobody's going to retweet that. Nobody's going to talk about that. But maybe bringing wider attention to the fact that, hey, the parasocial relationships that you develop with streamers is probably not healthy. And if you're using them as a substitute for seeking actual therapy, not only is it really negative on you, but it's also pretty fucked up towards the streamer. Doing that in a more aggressive manner maybe gets the message out a little bit more. Maybe it encourages people to not seek those types of parasocial relationships. Maybe it encourages people to go and like actually talk to actual therapists instead of just like venting to streamers and emails and hoping they can fix their problems. I mean, I don't know. I think there's merit to both sides of it.
I get it, but I don't know.
I'd be pretty pissed too though if I was like playing Spyro and someone told me they were gonna kill themselves.
Yeah. Like, we don't even know like how long this built up, and maybe she was just kind of like at the end there, just like, look.
I wouldn't have gone about it the way she did. But
2 to 3 times a month isn't a build-up. I'm sorry to say. I mean, unless you stream
2 to 3 times. I'm sorry.
That's a lot. That's pretty excessive.
No, it's not.
Seems like.
Are you serious? I mean, I don't know.
Depending on the stream numbers, right?
2 to 3,
I should.
2 to 3 times a month. That's a lot if you stream 2 to 3 times a month. Like, 2 times 3.
Wait, what's the 2 to 3 times? I missed that. What's
Someone
that
brings
reference?
up suicide in her chat 2 or 3 times. There's 2 or 3 times that she reads a suicide note on her Twitch chat in 30 days.
But the same person or different users? Because maybe it's the same person, just a cry for help making different accounts. So maybe she should take it a little bit serious.
I see it a lot more. I mean, I probably see it 2 or 3 times a night. Like, and I keep my answer very clean and simple. I mean,
you have 2 to 3 people, so you gotta change your stream content.
no,
what the fuck?
It's not a stream content. No, there are.
I feel like we're gonna railroad ourselves here.
No,
You're gonna run out of fucking viewers, dude. Holy shit. 2 to 3 viewers killing themselves a night? That's like fucking 600 viewers a year. What the fuck?
I just don't. No, dude. Like,
is that sustainable in the long? Are these subscribers?
Listen,
are these tier 3 subs?
People go through shit. People go through sad times. People have bouts of loneliness, and it may or may not be actual, threats or things that will be fall through. But that's irrelevant. It doesn't matter. If they're in your chat, if you have a community, I do think, sure, you are not responsible. You should, even if you are responsible, you shouldn't give it. You're not licensed to, you're not trained to. But going about it this way, in my opinion, is wrong. It does not hurt to say, listen, I cannot talk about this. Go talk to a therapist. Go see your family. But going about it this way, I think, is the opposite effect. And especially going about it saying it absolutely kills the good energy. Well, holy fuck, I am so sorry to inconvenience you with my sadness that it kills your stream energy. Like, we have this is my take. You can call it sensitive. Maybe it is outrage culture coming from me. But I just can't stand behind this, especially since I myself am...
Okay, but the problem is you're only looking at it through one end. Like, sure, like... The problem is, like, here's how I view this, okay? The way that you treat any kind of streamer, like, pretend that, like, 1% of their audience or 10% of their audience treats them the same way. Do you think that'd be, like, an acceptable thing, right? Imagine you message a streamer and you talk about, like, your suicidal thoughts. Now, I personally don't necessarily mind, and I've said that. If you want to email me that shit, I'll tell you to see a therapist or some shit. It's not going to ruin my day. But for some people that are emotional, that's a huge fucking burden to carry. Some stranger to come to know and be like, hey, dude, just letting you know, I'm going to fucking kill myself if you don't talk me out of it on email. For some people, that could really, like, throw them for a loop. That's a huge fucking burden to just shoulder on somebody who has no idea who the fuck you are.
Yeah.
Right. So why not just say, I cannot help you. I'm sorry, I'm not licensed. Go talk to a therapist and leave it at that.
Well, she did. She said it at the end. But it's more than that. It's not just you're telling somebody to seek therapy. It's also trying to make people aware of the fact that, like, hey, like, this is really fucking unfair to me that you are shouldering, or you're forcing me to shoulder your burden. I don't know you. I didn't sign up to be your therapist, and I don't want the responsibility or the grieving of you having killed yourself. That's an insane burden to place on a stranger.
Well, remember that guy that played Smite?
I mean,
he said something like on that subject that wasn't a super hot take. Do you remember that? It was like the whole thing about how he's like, oh dude, I'm so sick and tired of these people coming in here and all that. That was like maybe a couple years ago. And the only one remembers that.
I don't recall.
No,
I feel like I remember what you're saying, but I think it had something more to do with, like, depressed people are faking it or something, wasn't it? Or he was saying, like, if you're depressed, you just need to get over it. I feel like I remember what you're saying, but this is, like, really, it's like a really old, this is like years ago, and I think I remember what you're saying, though.
Okay.
My personal take is I don't, like, I think we all as streamers, we all get messages like this. I would never address, I don't think I'd go about it in the way that she did.
I wouldn't either, and I'm actually.
I wouldn't have gone about it in the way she did. I personally, my personal thought is, I felt like it lacks some compassion, and
it does.
This is the SJW outrage culture that's destroying Twitch right now. All of you right now, you should be ashamed of yourself.
It's called being a decent human being, Destiny, and I get a lot of people are agreeing with you, and that's okay. Everyone has to each their own, including people who agree with me. But it's called being a decent human being. If you're gonna make something as 2 to 3 times a month into this huge deal and calling it out as if it's inconveniencing your life, like, listen, every day what we do on stream, what do? We sit there and talk about our lives, talk about what we like to the viewers. If anything, the viewers are our therapy every single day. Like, it is ridiculous. You can go about it in 50 different ways, and that is the very last way to go about it. That is the way to go about it to get.
Okay, let's be fair. The last way to go about it to actually kill themselves. I mean, I can think of like 5 ways real quick that would be. So telling them to actually kill themselves would be worse. Showing their email on stream and making fun of them would probably be worse. Emailing them back and privately telling them to kill themselves would probably be worse. I mean, like, there's a lot of like worse ways to handle this, right? I know we're speaking hyperbolically, but like, I just don't think it's that bad to tell somebody like, hey, when you email me, I feel like we're running around in
see,
circles.
But see, here's the thing here.
But
Okay,
you said it so nicely. She was like, "Hey, like, don't come in my chat and talk to me about suicide because that's not my
Well, because we don't want to sound like pamphlets handed out by the fucking federal government. Like, in the event that you
feel your community, that's someone who looks to you for fun, for support. Like,
well,
maybe
Mason,
this is
I
the
was
last
talking
thing.
not for too much longer. So I mean,
no,
I don't know,
okay,
man. Listen, man. I didn't sign up to be fucking therapist for people that are fucking suicidal. That's a huge. Listen, I personally don't care.
But you didn't sign up either to give the last push to someone that's about to kill them.
Yeah, exactly.
You know
Well, no, you might, but I mean, that's not your burden. That's not you. That's not your problem.
It's not your what?
not.
Like, listen, saying one or two sentences and saying, listen, I am not licensed to help you. I don't feel comfortable helping you. I'm sorry. Talk to your parents. Go see a therapist. That's called being a decent human being. That's not a burden, Destiny. I'm sorry if that's considered a burden.
But how can you laugh? Because how would you feel if you reacted that way and you were like, "I can't help you. I'm not your therapist," and then they did kill themselves? So how would you feel? The last thing that you said was that.
No, on
Fuck,
top.
I hope that I'm not mentioned in the news article. Fuck, that'd be bad publicity. Holy shit.
No, listen. On top of that, listen. Fine. Let's say she's talking about it to her community. Is it not enough to go about it the way she did? Why upload it to Twitter?
Okay, so no. Can we dodge the whole entire idea of like this being even something like 2 or 3 times? I can totally. Let's negate that. So
I'm
let's
not talking about that. I'm talking about why upload it to Twitter and make it an even bigger deal from 2 to 3 people in someone's stream. Why go about it that direction? Why try to appeal to others and relate and try and push this in what I see? In my opinion, I'm gonna drop this. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just gonna say it. To me, that was a clout farming Twitter upload. That's me. I'm saying it.
Wait, so she uploaded it herself?
Yeah, that's what I'm
so,
looking
so
at.
it's like it's pinned as like, here's my stance.
This
on
is my
people telling me
stance.
they're gonna
Yeah,
kill themselves.
she said it. Listen, in my opinion, she said it. To
All
her,
right.
She addressed it to her community. She said it on stream. Hey guys, I'm not your therapist. Please do not do this. Why post it on Twitter? Why look for the relatability? Why look for this?
That's a little that's going above and beyond, right?
That's
so
why
like other than just like saying something in chat. So that's a different angle. That's weird. I would not do that.
Well, I agree. I agree. I would never do that.
She's playing Spyro. Maybe she's going through depression too.
Yo, I get a hypothetical for Destiny. What if you saw somebody like on a bridge and they're ready to take, and you're walking by, playing Spyro on your Nintendo Switch, and they're like,
"Oh no, Edge gonna say something." I don't know what.
And they're like, "Dude, I'm gonna do it." I mean, you're the only person there. You're the person that they're reaching out to. Obviously, you're not trained. This isn't your burden, but what would your response be to
that? Good luck. Land head first, I guess. If it's onto the concrete, what do you mean?
I don't know. It's just kind of like because you don't really know the state of somebody going into.
Hold on, let me
Twitch
get
chat.
I gotta get a power thing to plug my laptop in, and we can do this one.
Go for it. Okay.
That's the thing. I didn't realize that she actually went on to Twitter after the fact, because that's a little bizarre. But like I can understand. So the way I see this is, what if she was being really bothered and annoyed by other things, not even relating to this topic at all, and that was her response, right? We can all agree that there's people that can be really annoying, and you just respond a little bit more person.
Yeah, just chill.
Destiny,
place, right?
Where can I plug this shit in?
Holy shit!
No,
sorry.
Everything's happening.
Yeah, I'm trying.
He's a good friend. I feel like I failed.
Nobody.
They have to wait it out.
Much
The
excitement.
train's not there to mute.
Mute. Hey, Destiny.
Jesus.
You guys sound like I have a microphone.
I got it. Destiny, mute.
I got it.
I was mid pee session and I'm
It's
holding
like moving
I'm,
furniture.
I'm holding it in and it hurts real bad, dude. I have to finish this. Okay, go ahead.
That's some talent.
Wait, how do I mute? Wait,
I don't think you can mute somebody in it.
Can't you like right click user volume, or is that just for you?
I did it for me, but go ahead.
Oh,
If
I
you want
see.
to talk, they can hear you.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead, Sky. Finish your thought. Oh, great. And he comes back right. Jesus fucking Christ.
Person on the bridge.
Huh?
Well, let Sky do her point because she was like talking.
Oh, okay,
and
sorry.
like
Yeah,
moving
go.
furniture or something.
My bad. Go for it. Oh, I thought I muted. My bad.
No. So I was just, I think that was kind of it. It was just like, again, so when I think about this, again, I've been given like piecemeal of the situation. So, cause I didn't see this whole thing. The way I took it is I gave several reasons as to why she could be possibly annoyed and bothered. And her response in Twitch chat could be that way, being like, blah, 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 go, I'm not a professional. And I'm a barista, blah, 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 blah. And then, but her going on out of her way to tweet something about it, that's a little odd. I can't really, I don't even know. I don't know. But yeah, so I can understand maybe her coming from a point of being annoyed during a stream, and maybe that was her response. It got clipped. How many times have things been clipped out of context? I think we all can understand that one. But maybe she was annoyed and she was very short with that comment, that retort. But as far as the Twitter stuff, I got nothing.
I mean, but she went back and she obviously watched it and uploaded it, so she pretty much meant.
That's what I mean. Yeah, that I can't really. That's where I say I don't know.
Yeah.
And you don't know who you're talking to. Like, that could have been a 13-year-old kid. I mean, remember, people could be 13-year-old children.
I'm sorry, but I don't think about when I'm talking in my chat, like, oh, by the way, this could be a 13-year-old kid. Like, I'm not liable. The onus is not on me for any of that. Like,
just when it's
I'm
something
sorry.
serious like that, like, just when it comes to, like, something serious, if it's, like, I don't know, something emotional like that, like suicide, I've had friends, like, attempt suicide and commit suicide. So, like, something like that is entirely serious to me. So if it's something like, I don't know, I'm drunk right now, like, I'm not gonna pay any attention. But something like suicide, I take, like, super serious. So if someone comes into my chat and they're like, oh, I'm gonna commit suicide, I'm like, well, here's the suicide prevention hotline. I'm not gonna be like, well, don't talk to me about it because I'm busy playing Overwatch.
Well, I mean, that could be your call, but not everybody has to feel that way, right? Other people could just not give a fuck about it.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, but nobody has to do that, all right? And I guess she doesn't have to be compassionate, but we also can disagree with how she went about it.
In my opinion, like, I think that this is the part that a lot of people are missing. In my opinion, from my experiences dealing with suicidal people, especially in the world of hard drugs, a little bit of even one comment of love, it goes a long way. It can change the route, and people don't understand this. They can't comprehend it when they haven't been in the situation themselves. But a little bit of love, it does go a long way, especially to highly emotionally sensitive people. It does go a long way, and that's why I think you can handle it a little bit more maturely, and a little bit more positively, regardless if it's your responsibility or not. It's just part of being a decent human being. If that's her opinion, that's what she wants to say, it's completely okay. It's her platform. It's her opinion. That's fine.
Okay, let's run down the memes real quick. Okay, let's say that you were going to work. Okay, thought experiment. My good friend Peter Singer. He's not my friend. Okay, let's say you're going to work, and let's say that you see a child drowning in a well, and you can step into that well to save that child, but to do so would destroy your $20 pair of pants. Would you step into the well to save that child?
Yes.
Sure, dude.
Yes.
Okay.
Can I not take my pants off?
No, you'll destroy your pants if you go in, right?
Well, I take my pants off.
If you roll a d20.
You have to lose your pants to do it, okay? Let's say that you go to work the next day, okay? Let's say that you see another kid in a well, okay? Let's say this happens for a week straight, right? Would you step into the well every single time?
Yes.
I'd probably board the well up.
Okay, so what if it happened for a year straight, right? At some point, you're going to say no. Right? And if you're not going to say no, then my question to you is going to be, okay, well, there are people's lives that you could save right now by donating some dollar amount of money, and you're effectively killing them the same way you are walking by a child drowning in a well. Why aren't you compelled to donate every extra dollar you have to, like, starving children in Africa or something, right? And the reality is we just don't function this way as humans. We don't view ethics this way. You don't have an obligation to somebody that you haven't taken an obligation onto when you walk by to prevent them from doing some harm to themselves. Now, if it's a child, then you do. If it's like your kid, right? If it's your kid, you have that obligation. If you're like a doctor or a therapist and you've taken on that responsibility, you have that obligation. But generally in society, we don't see that we have the obligation to help every single other person that might be harm against themselves. Because if we felt that way, then my question to you is going to be, there is some person's life that you could save right now by donating some dollar amount to them in Africa. It's probably not a high amount of money. Why don't you do it?
Yeah, but she
real quick, please, clear. I gotta give this response. Okay, these two soft-boiled eggs are really kicking in for me. Okay, listen, fine. It's not anyone's obligation. Okay, but just like you could ignore the kid and walk by, she could also ignore the comments. She's not forced to read the comment. She's not forced to read the message. She can ignore it. Just like we're told to ignore negative comments, we can ignore comments we don't want to look at. To address it and to go up to the kid in the well, when you decide, you know what, I'm not going to save him today. Fuck that. My pants are more important. To go up and say, hey, sorry, buddy. You're not my fucking problem. I'm not a fucking athlete. I'm not a swimmer. Sorry. Later. Bye. Don't come to me with your shit. That is excessive. It's not necessary. Either ignore it or deal with it positively.
Nuclear
And
take.
it's that simple. It's that simple in my opinion.
Okay, if you want to.
That was a nuclear take,
Thank you.
Destiny.
It's not a nuclear take. This is ethics 101. You're not
That
compelled
was
to
a
prevent everyone else.
nuclear take.
It's not a nuclear.
It was absolutely nuclear.
I mean,
But
you
you're
know,
not gonna, you're not gonna put the head down.
Oh my god. Okay.
That was nuclear, Destiny.
It wasn't nuclear. It's like
All
basic
right.
ethics.
Well, look,
we let
it was-
people die
all
all
right.
around us every day. All of us are wearing clothing that was manufactured
know,
in some
but we
third world
also
country.
don't- we
All of
also
us
don't-
fucking
we also don't
love
go
our
shouting
dogs
about
and
it.
You don't do anything.
We don't go
to
shouting about
help
how
them
we're
die.
letting
Yeah,
those people
exactly.
die, and it's not our fucking
Exactly.
problem.
Yeah,
either.
because you feel better about it. But at the end
you
of the day,
just dug,
people...
you dug yourself into a well.
I'm not digging myself in a hole. I'm making you aware of the reality that you live in, right? Americans do this shit all the time. We vote for shit that fucks people over in other countries, and we try not to think about it. And then we sit here, we cry about like, oh no, somebody might be wanting to commit suicide online. Boo fucking who? You don't give a fuck about the children getting drone striked in Yemen, but you vote for people that fucking do it, right? Come on, dude. It's like all one and the same fucking shit.
I know what you
We
mean,
just like to
but
pretend it
it's
doesn't
not
matter
the-
because we
no,
don't want to
it's
care
the-
about those
it's
types of
the-
people. We want to feel better because we care about some people because we see their fucking messages online or whatever.
I know, but Destiny, it's not about.
it's not about-
It's about how she went about it and
Yes.
addressed it. That's how it is.
Listen,
That's what we're arguing.
if
We're not arguing
listen,
against what
fine,
you're saying. It's about how she
fine.
addressed it.
Let's say you're right. We do ignore it. Then that's what she should have done. She should ignore the message. It's the same thing. Like going.
Well, maybe she's tired of getting those messages. They're aggressing on her. That's an aggression on that person that takes the time to send that message and burden that person. That's an aggression on their end. She has the right to respond to it.
Sure.
Of course, she has a right to
Boo-hoo
respond.
too.
Yeah, boo-hoo right back to her. I mean, like,
Boo-hoo
boo-hoo
right
to
back
her.
to her.
Did somebody
I'm
say
so
what? Did
sorry.
anybody-
It's an inconvenience. Boo-hoo.
Got the right to feel
Like,
bad
what?
about it too. Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
if you're gonna have the take where it's boohoo, not my problem, well, guess what? A boohoo to her to being sad that she gets a message on the
Oh,
Twitch
well, you
chat.
have the right to say that. You
Like,
can say
I
that,
don't
boo-hoo to her,
understand.
if you want to. That's your right. You're saying it right now.
No,
but a lot of other
I'm-
people
I'm
apparently
giving you
agree
an
because they liked and
example.
retweeted it.
I'm giving you an example to why it's just so hypocritical, and I just can't stand behind that. But that's okay.
I agree with you, Train.
Thank you, Ross.
I
Thank you, Ross.
I feel like being compassionate. I think it's decent. I think it would be decent to have compassion for people that have problems that you might not understand. That's just the way
Just
that I-
because there's
that's
like
what
a
I
lot of problems happening all over the world doesn't mean that we should ignore the ones that are happening right in front of our face in our chat at the time.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed.
I got to admit, I might be just really jaded, but I could see that as being just a troll.
It
But I
could
probably
be.
would- but again,
It-
I would
it's
probably
irrelevant.
ignore it.
Yeah. It's
Like, I
irrelevant
know
if
that
it's a
sounds
troll.
really, really bad, but I'd just be like, you're attention seeking. I know that sounds so mean, but like I'd really be lying here if I said that I'd just take them completely at their word. Like I would not. I'm probably not going to be very popular in that opinion, but I don't take a lot of people completely at their word because I just don't.
I mean, I don't know. It's hard for me because I don't understand a lot of the problems that people have, but I just try to be compassionate, just in general.
The thing is, I mean,
But then
What if it gets to the point
I'm
where
not saying
what
that
if
you're
so
not.
many people
I'm not
what if
saying-
so many people email a streamer and then that streamer commits suicide because they're so overwhelmed? What about that? You're not considering that because I'm
That's
about
like
to kill
that's like
myself
an
by having this
outlier,
fucking
though, isn't it?
conversation. Holy shit!
well, Destiny.
Like,
Destiny.
that seems like it would be an
it's not
excessive
about
amount.
Who else is that then?
Well, no, Destiny. If you feel like you're killing yourself, please go to a healthcare professional. Talk to your family.
Thank you,
have
Train.
Hassan and Pokey around.
There you go,
Thank you.
Train.
Yeah, and I'm here.
Hey,
But don't
man.
ever bring that up again on
Lack
this
of passion.
podcast, okay?
I'm not
'Cause
laughing either.
this is really bothering us.
I want to go back to another Manuel Ferreira question.
The gooch.
I'm gonna ask about the. All right.
Do it.
Anyway.
Ask it.
No, I don't have an. I'll think of one.
Yeah, think of one. Think of a good one.
Or do you ever finish prematurely and then you got to redo the scene? Like
Yeah.
you got to redo the scene and like you got to take a coffee break or eat some
Yeah.
cookies
Yeah.
or something. You know.
I'm human, so yeah.
All right. Okay. Just out of curiosity. Yeah. Do you ever like? All right.
It doesn't happen like super often, but yeah, sometimes you just.
All right.
so
Sorry. I'm
turn
just.
on
I don't
that
know. I don't know.
I thought you were gonna ask like what type of coffee or something.
Have any on spoiler culture?
What's the break room like in like you guys have a break room?
Well,
Like,
it
you just-
depends.
oh,
Like I don't shoot in studios. I rent like big location, big houses, big villas, and things like that. So
Okay.
any room that's not the set can be a break room.
I mean, I'll be honest.
I mean, it would be kind of cool to have a break room. You know, people
I mean,
walk
Raj,
in. And
I'll be honest, dude. His job is the break room. Let's be fucking real, dude.
Right. When we shoot in studios, usually there is a break room, like to keep people away from the sound and everything.
Yeah.
But when you shoot in like big villas, You just keep people away from Satan.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys played Detroit Become Human?
It looks amazing.
Yeah, I'm actually on the last 2 chapters. I'm going to finish it tomorrow, the last 2 chapters of the game, but it's actually a very, very, very great game. There's this, like, real-life actors actually play the roles of the main characters in the game, and there's this one very sexy actor. His name's Jesse Williams. He plays in a great...
Spoil it, Train. Spoil the ending.
No, I'm not going to... I haven't finished it. I'm 2
There's
chapters
a
away.
lot of different endings. It could end like so many
I'm
different
actually
ways.
I'm actually in a closed chat for this topic, but yeah, I have 2 chapters left. Realistically, what I want to get into for this topic is, after playing this game, you know, artificial intelligence was created, like very, very technologically advanced, but everything else seemed to stay back. Do you see this? Do you see any of these advancements being made in the next 100 years, or are we just fucking way behind? I mean,
what's the game?
Detroit Become Human.
AIs.
It's AIs.
I think you could do a whole podcast on like Black Mirror stuff.
Are we gonna sit here, you know, still driving our cars and, you know, walking into walls and just, you know, working backwards for the next 500 years, or are we actually gonna do anything? Or, you know, are we gonna?
I don't know. That's what Sky brought up. Black Mirror. That's what throws me off about like some of the episodes is that they hone in on some, you know, here's a technological feat, but they don't like tackle like all the other environmental things that would play into that and how that would work. You know what I mean?
Train, real
It's just
quick.
the idea is there.
You have to.
I love you all. My laptop is gonna die, so I'm just before I get cut off. I love you all. It's been fun. Okay, stay edgy, guys.
Love you.
Bye,
dude.
Destiny. Love
Bye,
you.
baby. I'll see you for the political, baby.
Yeah.
Okay, bye.
Mama said there'd be days like this.
Anyways, as you were saying, Immortal,
I was just saying it throws you off because like the game you're talking about, like you probably noticed some of the other stuff and you're like, oh, how come that's not more technologically advanced? Probably because they didn't really think of it. They couldn't think of every single thing in the future and what its purpose is, you know, what its purpose is going to be. But it's cool to think about, I guess, right?
yeah, it definitely is. It's.
I was going to say something off that.
Have you seen Black Mirror? Train?
I have seen Black Mirror. Yeah, I've seen a lot of them. I kind of got bored from watching, so I just stopped completely because I don't know. It wasn't my vibe. I don't know. I can't explain. Like there were good episodes, but to me, it just got repetitive and boring. Like in this, I know each episode's completely different than the other, and there's no like, you know, there's no fluidity in the storylines, but somehow the idea still got boring for me. But what were you going to ask regarding my answer to if I've seen it or not?
Well, some of them get pretty in depth. I would say the first episode of the first season was probably the worst first episode you could choose for any kind of show.
They were just trying to shock people, I think, with this.
Was that the eyeball one?
That's what I'm
No,
talking about, Manuel.
the
Manuel,
pig
one.
The pig one.
That's what I got bored of.
No correlation.
The first one was really to shock people, but there are so many others that are like so fucking good.
I mean,
to me,
the one that I think is relative to our time right now, it isn't even a futuristic thing, even though the setting was kind of futuristic, is the social media one, where you're accepted, your currency is social media, and your thing goes down by popular vote. That's literally where we are right now in society. 100%.
That's why I got into Black Mirror, is because like it's like future technology, but not like far away future. It's like right there, you know.
Yeah, I mean, China actually has a human rating system.
Yeah,
like to the T. You can't use the metro if your rating falls below a certain thing, and your rating can drop if you get caught jaywalking.
Are you serious?
Isn't there something where kids are being born with like nanochips, or people having like nanochips implanted in them or something? Like I read something about that.
Yeah,
like,
there was an episode like that too. Yeah.
Like I think I read something about like people actually getting like
I mean,
things.
speaking of nanochips, I'm about to take this test right here, and they're gonna have the DNA, and I'm scared of that.
Are you doing 23andMe?
Yeah, health and ancestry.
I did Ancestry.com. That was pretty cool.
I'm scared though. They give this data to the CIA, right?
Yeah, they do share
They
it.
do whatever you
They
want.
can
They do
resell
whatever you
that.
want.
But that's
Yeah, they don't
not
really tell you
always,
what they do
the
with it.
case with every single DNA.
They're gonna clone you. You're gonna be in a lab somewhere.
Shit.
Better watch out now.
Trains.
That's a good thing,
Two
dude.
trains.
Dude, if there's 2 of me, that's great. Dude, I'm gonna abuse the shit out of my body and just take the other's organs.
You would just masturbate with yourself.
Oh my god.
You would masturbate with yourself constantly.
Has anyone actually, like, dude, have you guys ever like wanted to see how you look in the eyes of others? I would
Yes.
love to
Yes.
look at my clone and see what other people see me as in that perspective. Wait, would that work? I guess I could just look at a picture. Never mind.
I just
Yeah.
go to live
You
stream
just
fails.
record it, right?
Yeah, I
You
can just
just-
record myself. Shit. Never mind.
There was like an interesting study of people describing themselves to a sketch artist, like the sketch artist was behind a glass or whatever, and they would describe themselves and would draw someone that looked completely not like them, and then a stranger would look at them for X amount of time, and then the stranger would describe them, and it would look more like the person than how they described themselves. It was like a really interesting.
Wait, why don't you just watch yourself on video or something? I don't understand.
Yeah,
Yeah, just use that whole mirror on the ceiling.
Train,
Just
I
bend
know-
over in front of a mirror.
I
you
know
you described the
exactly how-
plot to the. Go ahead.
No, sorry. I was saying I know exactly how people see me.
How do they see
Yeah,
me?
you've got a few examples.
Do you read the Pornhub comments?
I don't go on that.
Oh,
On that.
is that like
thing.
a thing?
I
Like, don't read the comments?
No. It's just I don't support that.
Oh, the comment section?
No, the website. That
That
website.
website.
Oh,
It's like free. You
all,
don't
those,
pay, you know?
all those tube sites that basically ruined a lot of people from our industry's life by just stealing their content. No, don't be sorry. Like, I understand. Listen, if someone gives me an apple and tell me like, hey, here it is, it's yours.
That's
I'm gonna ask them where they got it from.
That's where I go and watch all my old school RuneScape PK videos. Is on Pornhub. It's usually where I go.
Yeah, Train described the plot to The Island. It was a Michael Bay film where people clone
yeah.
themselves to like harvest organs.
Yeah, I remember that
Jesus.
movie.
Sorry, I just punched my mic. I'm sorry, I just got really angry.
Spoilers, by the way, spoilers.
Yeah, the spoilers, they get me every time.
Yeah.
But they are cloning organs. They're like putting ears on mice and like growing things on mice so that way you can have like a full ear transplant or something. They're doing weird things with science and animals. I don't know if they're doing it on humans that they're releasing to the public, but they're doing it on
It's
animals.
cold, man, I'll tell you.
I want to get to the point where like I'm, like my grandfather, where technology now, I just have no idea how to use it. Like what are we going to be at 30 years from now, where like the next phone or whatever the device is, we're just going to have no idea what to do
Or
with it.
will we ever be in that position because we've grown up in this technological age and we'll be prepared for our generation will always be with the things, you know what I mean?
But have you seen the kids nowadays though? Like on the iPads, dude, they know more about like coding and just like
It's like Minority Report, and they're like fucking 5.
Insane.
That was a good movie.
Because like I think with our grandparents, like they weren't a part of the process of learning about things. It just came so quickly and they just stayed in their way of life. But because we grew up in like a rapidly changing technological world, I feel like we'll be more eager to be in tune with the new developments of technology and be involved in the process of things being released. So like with our grandparents, like they used to like my grandparents, they could be fine with their their cord phones and their television, but like we have this natural eagerness to want to know the new thing and have the newest iPhone and have the newest computer and everything like that. So like in the future, maybe we won't be like our grandparents that now.
Yeah, but Raj,
we're used to all that change. Constantly, we're used to all the things constantly changing and evolving. So we have to evolve with.
Yes. So I think we're bred to.
Yeah, exactly.
We're different. Yeah, we're different than our grandparents.
It's not like the older generations where they were stuck with no change. Like we're open to change. I feel like the older generation was like, no, this is my phone and it's a flip phone. I'm not going to one that doesn't flip. Like I feel like that's because they were just not open to change as much as we are.
Because their society, like my grandparents were born in the 1920s, and I mean they passed like they saw like, I mean, ridiculous. But the most change that happened technologically happened in like the last 20 years of their 80, 90-year lives, So it's crazy.
Wait, so you would say that our generation or even, younger generations are not adapting to change as opposed to saying like baby boomers?
No, we're adapting to change much better than baby
sorry.
boomers.
I mean, that's kind of rough one. I mean, they saw the moon landing, they saw the first commercial jets. Maybe it's not like the iPhone and the internet have been, like the peak of civilization.
No. What I mean is like
what I mean is like in terms of like just like using like an iPhone or a computer, like those, like, you know, the struggle that they had to like that older generations have.
That's because they're boomers, dude. Actually, have you played like Fortnite against like a 13-year-old, where you feel significantly outclassed and outmatched? Probably the same. Probably
Yeah,
same
but
thing,
that's
right?
just because I don't want to play Fortnite. I don't know.
True.
I don't know.
Is it a generational thing though? Like when they were younger, maybe they thought the same about the older generation. Like, hey, this is moving so fast now compared to 10 years or 15 years or 20 years ago. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, does every generation feel that way about the older generation? Man, they stay stuck while we are moving faster.
That's a good point. We should ask our grandparents.
It might just be the focus though, because I feel like the newest generation was born into technology. Like it's already so progressive. Like this generation, our grandparents and like maybe even some of our parents, like it was slowly progressing. It was like this. But now it's like every year there's a new iPhone. Every year there's new technology. So it's like super fast, rapidly changing. So it's not as. You can't really compare the two generations with like 30, 20, 40-year difference because technology is crazy advanced now.
Moore's Law.
Yeah.
I mean, my grandfather went to show my grandmother a computer one time in the 1940s, and it took up an entire room like this size. And all it did was add, it was like a calculator, and it took up a fucking whole room.
I remember the old like TV shows where like there was like the Russians and the Americans, and they're like, yeah, the computer says, and you see like an entire room with like things spinning and but all that now fits in a tiny box.
I know, like there's just fucking phone.
Yeah, like floppy disks, and now you have like SD and micro SDs. Like kids like know so much things. It's just crazy.
Yeah. My son asked me the other day what a CD was.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
They don't even put them in cars anymore.
I'm gonna ask my nephew.
I have a
niece
CD
or nephew.
player. I still have my CDs.
Hey,
he was
chat.
like, what's a CD?
Hey,
My
chat,
car's really
guys.
old, though, 106.
Does chat know what a CD is?
Oh my god.
Oh,
Do you know what a CD stands for?
CD
She doesn't know, guys. She doesn't know.
yeah,
She doesn't know. Yeah, that's definitely crazy. Recently, we saw a clip on Livestream Fail of Reckful showing the bounties. Did you guys see that?
Wait, what about it?
Playing League of Legends for an hour gives you $88,400.
Yeah, what? Really?
Yeah, like the bounties some people have, it's insane, dude. Like,
Yeah,
dude,
but
I gotta
you have to
download League of Legends.
You have to maintain certain viewer requirements to get that payout.
yeah, I think he failed to show that part because I was talking to some others that have bounties, and they're guessing that in order to get that amount for an hour, he has to probably hold 12 to 15,000 viewers. So it's not that amount's not for 5,000 viewers.
So chat. That's why I haven't done the League of Legends bounty, because I know I wouldn't keep my viewers.
really? People wouldn't stay to watch you?
Hell no! You kidding me?
But what if you told them? You're like, hey, this really helps me out.
Raj, just host for host, dude.
Wow.
They wouldn't stay. Are you kidding
Really?
me? No,
I think a lot of people like
They
League.
call me
Just get new
Lambo
people.
Patel, flip the finger and dip out. Dude, they
Yeah,
give
all
me
the
they
people
leave when
know.
I play a 3-minute ad, like a Sports Authority ad or something. They'll leave.
Dicks? Did you talk about dicks? Sporting goods?
No,
mean-
I do have a Dicks. They like the Dicks one. I haven't played that one yet, but I'll do the Dicks one. Yeah, they'll be like, "Bye, see ya."
So you might
Make
get
the
people
game
that
really
want to
small.
one up you in League though. They're
Yeah,
gonna be like, oh, this is my time to totally show up Raj, and I can sit here and be like, hey, Raj, you're doing it wrong.
I mean, I'm sure there would be some loyal people that would stay, the loyal ones, right? But I tell you, like I've said this before. One time I did it was a mobile sponsorship. I took a mobile sponsor, and it was the most painful thing ever because I sat there getting heckled by one guy for an hour straight. Everybody else had left, but one guy was dedicated in heckling me the entire time, going, boo! And I was in this mobile game, so I couldn't tab out to ban him. And he was like, boo! You suck! You fucking sell out! You fucking sell out! Yeah, you see me? And I was just like, man, this is such a great, wonderful mobile game. I'm enjoying this experience. And he was dedicated. And he was like, unsub, boo, the whole time for the whole hour. And, you know, he was dedicated. He really was.
Yeah, guys, if you agree with Raj, I think a lot of streamers don't understand like this kind of stuff. So, viewers, if you guys agree with Raj and think these things, aren't something you guys like, give us a Twitch Prime sub if you agree with him. If you guys agree with Raj, go ahead and Twitch Prime sub and show everybody that you agree. You agree. Yeah. And plus, guys, we're only 22 subs away from 4250, so it's a huge benchmark.
8 grand sounds about right for like an hour of League of Legends chat. Has anyone ever played League of Legends for like the first, time or after a long period of time and seen how chat gets? I feel like that's the game that gets the most amount of toxicity out of any game you could possibly launch up. League of Legends.
Yeah,
if you've ever seen any streamer ever just launch it up and try it for the first time, just look at their chat. It's so awful.
It is not new user friendly. Really? It's very
dude, by far.
Like League.
I've never played it and I don't get it. I haven't played many games. I don't get it. I don't get it.
Why doesn't everyone have bounties?
You have to sign up. I think you have to sign up.
For the bounty board.
No, you don't have to sign up. It's closed. Unless they
lie
to me.
You gotta send something to somebody.
I did. I sent it twice.
You gotta do something.
Oh, it might be because of
No, I'm off my probation.
Oh, I know, but I don't know. Like it might have been a little too soon.
Are people still getting it? Are people still getting it to this day?
I think it's because I think Destiny's having trouble getting them, right?
Bounties?
Yeah, he is.
And I think he was banned, or I don't know.
My boys, tier 1 subbing. I appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Everyone, banned streamers lose it. I never had it in the first place. I would love to have bounty boards. It would definitely reduce my X to Y Andy. 100%.
What's X to Y Andy?
Guys, we are literally 778 subscribers away from 5,000 subscribers, guys. 778 subscribers from 5,000. That's a big number, guys. Any oil princes here? Any Lamborghini owners? Any pet lion owners? Anything like that? Any oil princes, guys? That's what X to Y Andy is. You hear that? That was the X to Y Andy skit.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was showing you.
I don't have a Lamborghini.
It doesn't work.
Did I tell you what I did to my car the other day?
Never mind. It just worked. Yo, Skelkiss, thank you, brother. 5 gifted subs. Appreciate that. Raj, go ahead. What'd you do?
This is such a fucking stupid fucking thing. I went to one of those self car washes, and I was gonna be like, all right, I'm gonna wash my car on my own. I really want to, put. It was a nice sunny day.
Hold on, real quick, dude. Immortal just got a sub from the 5 gifts.
I got a gifted sub, dude.
Yeah,
out of the 10,000 people in here, he just got it. Anyways,
thanks, guys.
So I decided to take my car in to wash it myself. And first of all, I didn't know how to work the self-wash machine. It was really difficult. And the fucking machine charged me like $40. Like I kept putting my card in and like the timer kept going up and it was just stupid. So anyway, I took this, at one point there was like this foaming brush that looked like a broom. It looked like a broom. And I was like, why would they put anything that would damage a car in the thing? So I took this foaming brush and I just went and I was lathering up the car with this broom looking thing. And I washed my car. I was so proud. I was drying it off. And then I realized when I pulled out in the light, there was circular scratches around the whole fucking car. The whole car was scratched.
Jesus.
I scratched my entire car and I panicked. So I went to AutoZone and I walked in. I was like, oh my God, and nobody helped me.
Well, that's because
AutoZone.
You don't take listen. You don't take
windshield wiper.
You don't take a Lamborghini to AutoZone, dude. You gotta.
I didn't know what to do. So I talked, and nobody looked at me. I was like, "Where's the customer service?" And so
in the handicap spot too.
No, I didn't park in a handicap.
AutoZone Andy.
So I went to the dealership and I said, "Hey, look," and they said that they could detail it out and they could get it back to a mirror finish or whatever. So yeah, my Camry will be back to normal here soon. Yeah.
Was that the only brush at the car wash? I'm confused. Like,
Well,
why?
like it was like there's multiple things that you can use.
Was that for your tires or something? And you just
No,
used it all over your car?
it was supposed to be. It was just scuffed. Like it was just like an old brush that multiple people had used, and I'm just.
So why didn't you go to the dealership or the car wash and say, "Hey, your brush ruined my car"?
Well, I mean, I don't know. They don't care. That's why they don't give a shit.
I
don't
go to
like.
AutoZone too. It's all good.
Yeah, I mean,
review them on Yelp, 1 star.
well, I went to go to AutoZone to get like scratch remover, like get some scratch remover, and I don't know what to do, and so I mean, I didn't know where else would I have gone. AutoZone.
You'd probably have to go straight to a body shop. Just
yeah. So I went to get it detailed, and it's only going to be like I don't know. They quoted me like $10,000 or some ridiculous thing.
Yeah, you could probably buy stuff to buff it out, right?
I'm just kidding. It's
Well,
not
you'd have to probably sand if it got through the paint. You probably have to sand the paint down and replace all the.
It's not 10. It's not 10 grand. Relax. It's not 10 grand. It's like $200 or $300 or something. I don't know. Something.
Oh, really?
Little spendy, but it should be. Yeah, we'll just do the League of Legends bounty. It's not, dude. There's no way it would be so. You just buy another. It's that 10K. There's no. Stop. Chat cracks me up. Oh man.
Buy a new car for.
Yeah. So stupid things. I'm gonna say to somebody. Don't wash your car with a broom. Yeah. Don't wash your car with a broom. If you didn't know, now you know.
Wait, so you used a brush, but it was a broom?
It looked like a broom. I should go take a picture of it just to show how stupid I was. Yeah, I'm just so it killed me.
It got buffered out, right?
No, I got to get it detailed next week. So I got an appointment to get it detailed, and so next week I'm getting it detailed. I don't know what they're gonna do. I don't understand. Like, how can you just make the scratch go away? Like, I don't get it. Like, without repainting it, how do you just like make it disappear?
It depends on how far down the scratch actually goes. If
Very light. They're very light.
You can buff things out.
But yeah, but I don't get it. Like, how? Like,
Wax
how do
on,
you do
wax
it without
off.
taking off something? Like, how do you remove? I don't get it. There's like layers of paint, I think, and they just know. I think it's with wax, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a clear coat. I mean, spends $300 is pretty good though if you like scratch the whole thing up like that.
Isn't it called like turtle wax, chat? I might be making that up, but
I don't know what it is.
I might be making that up.
So, Manuel, when's your next film?
Tomorrow.
Really?
Oh.
Do you gotta like save up for it? Like, do you gotta like?
No.
Do you do no fap or like? Is it like?
No, I should pretty much like 5 to 7 days a week.
Oh, you got to stay in shape.
Yeah.
You have a personal trainer for that kind of thing, or?
No, I actually went to college to PE teacher. I finished school and then but honestly, it doesn't require any preparation. I mean, you don't. I mean, when you meet a girl and you bring her home, you don't do anything special.
Oh, really?
It's the same for porn. I mean, like, you don't like do a special workout or like prep yourself.
I don't know, man. Sometimes
you're not doing it right.
Sometimes I like.
Did you say I'm not doing it? You might be right. You might be right.
I do.
Maybe all those years I was wrong.
Sometimes I do push-ups and stuff.
Really?
Like, yeah, I'll do push-ups and like, yeah, and then like get some blood.
I mean, it's so like the blood's in your muscles and like you look a little more like, but it's not going to change your sexual performance at all.
I mean, flexibility training.
Oh, yeah. Well, the performance, yeah. No, I don't last long no matter what I do, but I just want to look good, you know. Oh, I mean, I don't know. I just gotta, you know. I don't know. I don't know. Do you have any tips? Sorry, never mind. I'm sorry. I'm
edging.
Too much. Yeah, it doesn't work. You gotta but you gotta pump the brakes sometimes. You gotta clench your butt cheeks. You know what I'm talking about? Where you clench your butt cheeks, you gotta pump
the butt cheeks. That's how you do.
Yeah, you do. That's what I do. You gotta clench.
When I have this problem, I usually like bite a little bit inside my cheeks. My
really.
Yeah.
It's like a brain freeze. You put your tongue to the roof of your mouth for 10 seconds. You're good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, right. No, it's just like gets my mind off a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
What about Game of Thrones? Do any of you watch Game of Thrones?
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
I do. I'm scared to discuss it because everybody's gonna be like spoilers.
I mean, it's been almost a week at this point. If you don't watch it day one or within the first 2 days, then I'm sorry for you.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, if you haven't, listen, just close the stream if you don't want to talk about it.
Is that a normie show? Or is that...
I don't watch it. I mean, I don't care to be. I'll watch
like
it.
I'll
watch it at some point. I mean, I'll watch it at some point, but I don't give a fuck about spoilers.
What do you mean by normie?
This is the first normie thing that I don't do. I don't watch Game of Thrones.
What do you mean?
I mean, Drake just
normie,
shouted Game of Thrones out recently, and usually whatever he jumps on turns normie pretty quick.
Yeah, he shouted like Arya out or something.
Yeah, he shouted Fortnite out as well.
It was the Raj Patel. Yeah, I don't know.
How do you guys feel about the show right now? I mean, I saw a lot of people were pissed off about the last one. It was mixed feelings. Half liked it, half didn't.
Well, that's because it was so fucking dark. I literally thought I was watching it in SD quality. I didn't think that I had like my HDMI cable into my TV or whatnot. It just looked really shitty.
People were tweeting just like black screens and being like, great episode, by the way.
You see their tweet?
Yeah.
Did you see their tweet back?
No, they tweeted them back? Gave it
Yeah,
to them
they were like, yeah, we know it's dark. We shot it.
But like, why? It looks so crappy.
I'd be like, cool. No, but I mean, I was disappointed with it.
I don't like that.
A whole culture that was like really a badass culture, and it was like, I got to admit that was probably the darkest part about it. So,
but like, why did they run in there like that?
I mean, people in chat are saying it was dark because CGI is easier at night.
But like, there was a whole scene with dragons that I didn't even comprehend what was happening. Like, we've waited for this build up with this like dragon scene, and I couldn't even fucking see what was happening. So, and dragons breathe fire; they light up the sky. So,
well, they had really bad military tactics. I will say that. Five head, but yeah, they had really bad military tactics. They sent in the cavalry first, which usually doesn't happen. You'll usually put those on the flank. You'll have them be on the side. So, it was really dumb when they just had.
I actually like that scene, like where you don't see anything but it speaks so much on what's going on there.
Looks cool, yeah.
I thought that was the one scene in that episode that was like that did its job for me to set like how this shit is about to go down.
Yeah, no, that was a compensation of basically being like, we're not going to do anything else. Okay, so we're just going to go ahead and just slaughter these people at the beginning, and we'll just make up for it. Here's your shock value, guys. Take it, and then the rest of the episode, boom.
It just wasn't logical. It didn't fit the characters because they've been playing so smart up until that point, and they're just like, all right, everybody, run in and die, just you guys. Like, why would you send them there when you knew that you were outnumbered and your whole plan was to wait for them to come to you? So why would you just do that? Didn't fit the characters at all.
I will admit, no, the Dothraki, like, just seeing the flames go out, that was pretty hard hitting. I will admit, they did a good job with that. That was hard. That was rough. That sounds really bad to say it, but it's okay. But it was terrible.
And the fact that you don't see what happened made it like imagination does it for me when you have to think about what the fuck just happened to those people.
Yeah. I liked what they did with the walkers too, where they kind of like they charge up, right, and they do the thing where they're like climbing on top of each other. I don't think
it was like World War Z-esque.
Yeah, that's what it reminded me of, but it was like the next level of what that would look like, where they're like stacked on each other, crawling on top of each other. And that was a pretty cool scene.
Yeah.
So overall,
I just feel like the military tactics were bad. But go on, sorry.
So overall, what are your thoughts? Like, if you had to rate it from 1 to 10 so far, where are you guys with all 3 episodes?
I mean, compared to the rest of the episodes, the season, like, this is the best one, obviously, because it's like the climax of the first 2 boring ass episodes. But I mean, it was, I don't know. I feel like the other seasons have been very well thought out and written up until this point. I think, I don't know. I was a little blech. I'd give it like a 6 out of 10, maybe.
There's only 3 episodes left, guys. How are they going to wrap it all up?
Cersei, man.
No, I'm kidding.
That's
I mean, I was really hoping that the Night King would kill everyone and sit on the Iron Throne. That's what I was hoping for. Like, I would have loved a twist ending like that where everyone just dies. Like, everyone that was at Winterfell became a White Walker and they all went to go fuck Cersei up. Like, I would have loved that.
Everybody dies.
Like,
The
I'm
end.
just twisted like that. Exactly, yeah.
I mean, realistically, I wouldn't be surprised. And not to mention, I mean, since I don't watch the show, maybe I'm not qualified to speak, but just a little opinion I'm going to throw in there. Based on the highlights I did see and the clips I saw from spoilers, you know, I think this Walking Dead army, whatever the fuck it's called, the cold ones, what's it called?
We'll go with that one. I like that better.
Sure, I like the cold ones.
Yeah. The blue-eyed devils, yeah.
Yeah, listen, there is a big issue when World of Warcraft, the trailer for World of Warcraft Lich King does it better, looks better. I mean, shit, the goddamn king of the entire Cold Ones race. What the hell is that thing? That thing looks like something out of Pirates of the Caribbean. Like, make it look like the Lich King. Like, what the hell is this complete dog shit trash? Like, we're already in, like, a world with dragons. You might as well add a badass armor with a badass sword that, you know, speaks. That's my opinion on it, at least. But, hey, I don't watch the show, so whatever.
I just didn't make sense to me the ending too much because like it's like, oh, he can't die by dragon fire. Like a dragon literally breathed on him for stuff.
Did you hear
Solid
that
30 seconds, but like
their explanation for that was just because they do the director commentary. They're just like, well, why would you think that he would die from fire?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I did watch that.
That was it.
Why would
It's
you
like
think that?
like
true.
White Walker, like they all die from fire. I don't know. It just makes sense. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
he's a
think it would
Night
be that
King though.
easy.
He's a Night King. Like, why would he
I
die
thought they
from
died
fire?
from that glass stuff on that island.
The
Valerian
glass,
seal.
yeah.
That's the last episode I saw.
Well, there was a lot of people that, and this is really, really nerdy, but there's a lot of people that thought that you were going by the prophecy. There was like a prophecy of something Azora, something a high, whatever. But there was a prophecy in that obviously Daenerys was not the chosen one, therefore not able. Azora Ahai, thank you. So was not able. Look at chat knows.
Everyone knows.
Nerds.
Holy shit.
But yeah, that she wasn't the one to actually to kill. So the dragon breathing fire or whatever, that a lot of people I'm sure thought like, wait, well, that means that she's not the chosen one. How many people probably thought that? I don't know, but
Fuck, Raj.
I know,
Oh,
nice,
sorry.
Raj.
Sorry.
It's
Oh,
not.
sorry. I didn't know anybody was.
Wait, what did he do?
The fuck? I gotta scroll up, dude. I'm scrolling up.
Wait, I gotta see this.
No one thought she was.
It's the Mario ACII.
Oh shit! Are those tits? Oh, you're.
No.
Uh huh.
I think that's okay, right?
I don't know.
All right.
I mean, listen, I back you up no matter what, so hey, I'll go down with you.
Tits to me, Mario.
We all go down, dude. That's the problem.
If we all laugh at it.
I'm not going down.
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure Sky and actually, never mind. That was a joke. I was gonna say there's two people safe here, but it was a complete joke, tasteless. I apologize.
I'm so offended.
It's okay, yeah.
I didn't get the joke. What was it?
Break it down.
I'm not breaking
Never mind,
shit
it's
down.
okay.
Okay. Listen, I want to go live tomorrow. I don't want to
God.
be banned. Yeah, I'm going live tomorrow. Okay, that's it was a joke. We're gonna leave it at that. But yeah, so Game of Thrones. That's how you guys feel about it. Great.
Are you
That's-
ever gonna watch it?
I don't know.
What about you, Raj? You guys ever gonna watch it?
Never. I refuse.
Why?
I don't even own a television.
I
You
don't
can
have
watch
one
it
either.
on your computer.
You have a computer.
I do. I have a TV. I watch Netflix every night before I go to bed. I like watching documentaries. I watch history documentaries, like old,
Same.
like history.
I watch history. I watch history documentaries. I watch animal documentaries, and I watch conspiracy
Me
documentaries.
too. I fucking love documentaries.
Have you
Me
watched
too.
the Prohibition one on Netflix?
No, I haven't, but I've seen almost all of them on Netflix. I sit there. It's just such good vibes, dude. It's such.
It
good
is.
vibes.
It's such like old,
Yeah.
like, and I don't know. It's weird. Like I just have this fascination with like old times that I didn't live in. Like it's just fascinating.
And the
Have you-
dragons.
Yeah, like, well, not I don't know. Like, I don't really like sci-fi stuff because it's not real, you know. And so, like, I have a hard time relating with it. I guess I don't know.
Did you watch the Fire Festival documentary?
Yes, that was a good one. That was a really good one.
Well, there's two. There's one like on Hulu and one on Netflix, right?
The one on Netflix. I watched the one on Netflix.
Yeah,
I watched the one on Netflix. Yeah,
that was crazy.
Fire Festival. I think we should. I think we should relaunch it.
What's it about?
They're gonna try. Ja Rule said he's gonna try it.
You don't know about the Fire Festival?
I'm gonna watch that tonight. Wait, what is it?
What? It's like that whole thing that Ja Rule tried to make, like this huge musical festival, and with all these like social media influencers.
They should have known the moment Ja Rule was involved with this shit that it wasn't a good idea.
Okay. They like tried to put it together in like less than X amount of months. Like I don't even know how many months, and it just totally fell apart. But they took everyone's money anyway, and like never
and like left people in shit.
Yeah, they like stranded them there.
Yeah, no water, no like.
We can't really describe it all because then you're gonna give away the whole documentary.
Yeah, it was like
Spoilers,
they flew him out in like a 737, and it was supposed to be like super elaborate,
private
like,
jets.
Yeah, private jet bungalows on the beach. Like they were little rained out tents. Like
it was the location changed.
People were looting things. Like it was crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
But no one really cared though because everyone was like, "Oh, it's all these spoiled rich kids getting what they deserve." So like a lot of people were kind of just like, "Whatever."
Yeah.
So wait, do you guys watch like Ken Burns and shit?
Oh yeah, I love Ken Burns. Dude, like the Civil War. I fell asleep to the Civil War. Like sometimes you wake up like in an absolute terror of exploding muskets and like you know.
I am so corrupt from Twitch, dude. Every time anyone says any name like that, like I have to sit there and say it 50 times in my head and make sure it's not like a play on words to get me banned. Like it's the most like I've just been corrupted by Twitch the last 2 years. I had to literally say Ken Burns. Okay, I'm good. Like, that's where we are today, dude. These guys are, like, ever since, like, the last 2 years, I've been getting donations of, like, hundreds of different variations of names and orders trying to say the word. So, like, I have to sit here in my head.
I feel like as long as you don't sneeze, you're safe.
Okay! Come on, Manuel!
Manuel farming.
Okay. Any truers? Okay, Manuel. So tomorrow for your shoot, what's it looking like? Is it secret? Is it top secret?
No, there's not. No, it's not secret.
What are you be wearing? Are you gonna be wearing a nurse outfit or?
Yeah, what's the script? What's the plot?
I don't really do like scripts. I do like more like visual things than like dialogue because I'm not big on the whole dialogue thing. Like we're not actors, so it can very quickly look very stupid.
Do you shoot in French and English or just?
No, in English. I live in LA, so everything I do English. So
you could do a French dub.
I do like. Well, here's the thing. Here's what happens. The way I do things is like I do everything in English, but once I get lost in the sex, my Frenchness comes back, and I start talking French to the girl. Like more whispering in French than talking.
My Frenchness.
Your Frenchness comes out.
I like it.
Yeah. It's like your true you comes out.
So is it we looking at like an 8-hour day tomorrow or like what's
no. The way I do my shoots is very like I have a crew that takes care of everything for me. I mean, from makeup to taking the pictures and setting up the lights, sound, everything. They know their job. Most of my crew, they all work for me for like 15 years now, so they know exactly what they have to do. So I'm on set maybe 2 hours top, which allows me to like spend time with my family, spend time like streaming or going to do my sports. Then I go work, and I'm done early enough to also do whatever the fuck I want to do.
Hell yeah, man, that's life.
Very cool.
Yeah,
that is.
So it's all done in that one day, like everything you need to.
Well, no, like just I only shoot one scene a day, and now like there are not a lot of people that still shoot movies now. There's not a lot of people that shoot movies. Like it's more like internet based, so scene per scene, and then usually they put 4 or 5 scenes together and release it as a.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes quite a bit of sense. I mean, because I've seen before I move from this topic, I've seen the clock change times. Okay, like too fast. Between like the guy's thrusting, it's 3 p.m. at the end of the thrust, it's fucking 7:30 p.m. So I know there's no fucking way you just pumped for 4.5 hours.
You know, we always joke in the adult industry, like, who pays attention to this shit, or like who's gonna, like, sometimes like you start a scene and there is like a frame, a pictured frame in the background, and because of the glass there is the light reflection, so in the middle of the scene you take it out, and I always wonder, like, who's gonna see that we moved that picture, or who's gonna see that the clock changed since the beginning of the sex, you know? And I guess it was you.
It was me.
Yeah.
So before we
Attention to detail.
get out of here, why is this garbage issue still a thing in America or in the world? Sorry, like,
What garbage issue?
just there's the world, not America. Garbage clogging the rivers, the oceans. Like, why can't we just send this shit into space? Why can't we burn it? Why can't we send it into the sun? Like, what the fuck's going on?
That would cause more pollution.
Junk. Yeah, we have a lot of space junk, and that's going to be a problem in the future as
Yeah.
well. So,
Yeah. Trey, what the fuck?
Bro, that's a very heavy topic.
Did you research this at all before you?
No, dude. I brought it up to try and joke about my content, and then you guys actually answered it seriously, so I lost my time.
Okay.
I mean, I read articles about this. I work in like a
Sorry, dude.
school, so we actually focus on it.
yeah, I'm a science trainer.
I was like, well, fuck us.
Like, by the way,
There is a really good documentary about this, Wally.
Wally,
Wally.
the robot, Wally.
Yeah.
It relates back to the technology taking over the world.
Another bad joke.
Bro, yeah, add a Blue Planet to the list of your documentaries.
Oh yeah,
Blue Planet's great. Our Planet.
Yeah,
That's a good one.
the last episode just fucks you, dude. It's like, yo, check out all these fish that you fell in love with. They're dying, by the way.
are
You
you
can watch
talking about
this.
the walruses?
You know. Oh,
It's like a
sorry.
I mean,
Like
No, it's like-
telecom.
they had that one fish that like breaks like oysters or clams
With
or
the rock.
something.
With the rock.
Yeah, with the
It
rock.
uses its tools. Yep.
Yeah, and then later it's just like, yo, check out the reef it lives in.
No,
I
isn't
just
there
fall
one where-
asleep to
Boned.
those. I'll be honest. Am I the only one? I don't actually watch Blue Planet. I just fall
What?
asleep to it.
I
Or I
watch.
s-
one where they, like, are
So
falling off
here's what I do. Okay, every Blue Planet has like, I don't know. I think it's like 8 to 12 episodes, and of those 12 episodes, maybe 3 of them are super cool, and the other ones I fall asleep to. So as soon as they come on, I'm like, okay, time to sleep, and I pass out, and I remember where I left off. So like the shark one I watch, the shark ones are always fucking great, right? It's fucking amazing. Or there's other ones that are really cool as well, like other bigger fish, or So yeah, I do pass out to them as well.
I watched a documentary about sex dolls on Netflix. That was really interesting.
Like
think
the
I saw
early
that.
ones.
I don't know. Just search sex dolls, and it's like people that make sex dolls, and like
I think I've seen it.
Like, yeah, it's like the technology that like they're trying to make them more realistic, and they like
Bro, dude, it's
No.
crazy. It's
Bring
crazy.
to like the Vegas con and stuff like that.
What they
that's
do
what-
now is crazy.
I watched a documentary on Netflix called like Whores or something. It was all about like prostitutes in different countries, like all like in Mexico, and then like in like some Western, like either like or Eastern, like Japan or something, and then like like European. It was like all these like different prostitutes' lives. It was really crazy.
Nice.
It's called Whores.
Wow, I wonder that name. That's,
I think that's what it's called. It was really good.
That's definitely. I don't know how they got the budget.
It's like
for that.
Japan, South America, Twitch.
How'd
yeah,
they-
yeah, right.
How do you think they pitched investors for that one? Or did they just-
Hastings, whores.
We got this new idea.
Looking for whores.
It's so brilliant when you think about it. Like you're with your friends and you're like, you know what would be cool? Like knowing the difference between all the whores around the world. Who can we get to pay us?
But you gotta
give us
watch
a
it.
budget.
It's really good.
To give us a budget so we can go try all the whores around the world and see what's the difference between one and another.
I feel like there's people that do that. There's got to be people that, because wasn't there a thing in maybe France or Amsterdam where like there was people that would rate the different shops, right?
Yeah,
They'd go in and they'd have
massage
sex.
parlors.
Yeah,
Right,
not in
and
France.
then-
In France, it's forbidden, but yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Some must have been Amsterdam. They like have
Amsterdam,
a
yeah, probably.
like ratings for the different places.
Sex in Europe is so much more normalized and progressive, I think, right?
You know, I feel like it's such an like it's like Americans see it that way versus like, for example, French people think that Americans are way more open sexually than French people,
no.
and the other way. You know, I feel like it's the same. Like
Really?
there
I
are-
mean,
there
like-
are, people are more open in Europe, and people more open here, and there are other ones completely like
I
not
went
open at all.
I went to like I feel like nudity is like not as big of a deal in Europe. Like
That I agree. Yeah, like for example, in France, they show like a soap commercial. And it's a girl naked in the bath in the shower. Like
yeah, like I was in
shower.
Germany. I was in Germany on the bed, like late at night watching TV, flipping through the channel, and there was like all of a sudden there was a girl and her boobs out, and she was like, "Oh, are you there? Welcome to Germany." And she was
Oh,
like,
that's a great accent.
That's
Yes.
a great German accent.
Yeah,
"Oh,
for
yeah. I am horny. Are you horny too? Call this number to talk to me."
What's with the eye? I don't get the eye, but I like everything else.
I like it. I like it. Shit.
Yeah. And then, but in Sweden, like the mannequins, they just have the boobs out. Like they just, like the mannequins had the boobs out, and like it was very free. And in the red light district, like I saw families, like full families, just walking through the red light, like with strollers, and like walking through the red light district, like no big deal. The girls in the windows. I saw Sinterklaas, like with the cross, walking through the red light district. Like it's just very normal.
Yeah.
Well, nudity is different there. Then it doesn't mean they're open, like super sexually.
Yeah, sexually. Yeah, but
comfortable with their bodies, you know.
well, Germans sexually they're like something like apart from everyone else. Like German are kind of like the European Japanese. Like they have their own like they go way further than everyone.
Yeah, absolutely.
I ended up. I don't know if I ever talked on the podcast about that. Years ago, I ended up in a whorehouse in Berlin, which.
Oh! I know which
Listen.
one. What is it called?
It's called Artemis.
Yes. Oh,
Listen,
I wasn't there, but I. Oh my god! I knew multiple people that went there. Artemis,
I ended up
yes.
there not knowing what it was. Like basically, I was there for a convention, and some of my friends, they were like, "Yeah, let's go to a club tonight," and I'm like, "Okay, cool." And they took me to that place. I didn't know what it was. And then you get in that club, and they bring you in a like locker room, and they give you a robe and like little flip flops. And I'm like, "Wait, what's that?" And then my friends, they were like, "Oh, they also do spa and massage and jacuzzi." And then you get in, and then there's like at least 100 girls.
Oh,
whoa!
And they're all there, and there's a club, and there's a downstairs with a like weird movie theater that show porn. There's two of them. They show porn, and there are the rooms where the girls take the customers upstairs, and like it's insane.
It's
And-
like a. Sorry, go ahead.
No, go.
I was gonna say. I mean, I wasn't there, but I hear it's like a process. Like you go to pick up the girls. Like you're going to like it's like set up like a simulation almost. Like to go pick up. Of course, like they're there to.
Are
You
they
don't even
numbered?
pick them up. No. They just come to you. Like they see the type of client they want to go up with, and they literally come to you, and they joke, and they're like, "Me and my girlfriend, we can go now," and then they go. The funny part about this is, I was with 3 friends, and they all went like all night, up, down, and I felt so weird. I was so embarrassed. I didn't even want to look.
A strip club? Like, do you
It
pay
does-
a cover
yeah.
charge or like pay them
like
individually?
so you pay $60 to get in, and
Yeah.
then if you want to go upstairs with one of the girls, it's $60 for half hour, which is
half an hour.
yeah.
Wow.
And like all my friends, that's all they did all night, and I couldn't. Like I couldn't. Like
Was
I
there
was
any
like,
jacuzzis? Like, did they lie about that, or was there not any jacuzzis or anything?
no, there was jacuzzi, pool. There was really a spa side, like, and it was insane. Like I felt so shy and like embarrassed. Like when girls would come talk to me, I was like, sorry, I'm not interested. And then the funniest part is when in one of those porn theater they had a movie where I was on, and then the girls started to come asking me if I was the guy in the theater right now. And it was surreal, and I ended up drinking Diet
You're
Coke.
famous at a
Crazy.
whorehouse.
I ended up drinking Diet Coke and avoiding any like eye contact
Wow.
with any of the girls, while my friends were just going up and down.
They should have charged you an appearance fee. Or
No,
you should
I
have
was
charged them
so
an appearance
30
embarrassed.
of them just looked at you.
I was so embarrassed in these situations. I'm never like comfortable. Like it makes me like I don't know. Like in my business, I'm super comfortable because I'm here for that. I know what I'm doing. But in this type of situations, I'm like always I'm like virgin behavior type thing. Like don't look at me. I don't want to make any eye contact with any of those.
It would have made me uncomfortable. I had some friends that went to Artemis, but I didn't go.
And also like we're talking about hot women, like beautiful girls,
And they like walk around naked, or they like fully clothed?
They're like garter bells and like shoes, and you know, some of them they have like a little fishnet things and
like nipple pasties, or just boobs out? I need to know.
boobs out, and
Oh.
yeah, so trippy. It's so trippy.
Yeah.
It sounds great. I mean,
Yeah.
We gotta go
No,
IRLing to Germany.
Dude. And they're open like from like 11 a.m. to 6 a.m. the next morning.
Yeah, they
Jesus.
never, and then they
the
wait.
same girls?
No. They have a rotation of girls. Like it's a trip. And like I ended up talking to one of the girls, and she was explaining to me the way it works for them, where they also have to pay an entrance fee to be in, but then everything they make after that, it's on them. It's for them. So some of those girls make crazy
Can they
money.
come and go as they want, or is it like
Yeah.
set? Oh.
Yeah, no, they can go and come.
As
Wow.
as we speak,
Ha
as we speak, Immortal is setting his reservations.
Right.
Trying to place a food order and get a ticket to Germany.
Yeah, you're so
They
lucky
can
that
go and come.
the food place is just closed for me.
Yeah, for Los Angeles.
Yeah, you're lucky. You're 2 hours.
But my
behind.
girlfriend didn't hear me say that.
I mean, out of curiosity, I just want to go because it sounds really rad. So I
Yeah.
just want to see what it's fun.
Women can go in.
For free?
No,
No,
they
they
can't.
can't.
No
What?
women allowed. Yeah.
Is there a man whorehouse? Is there like an
Oh,
equivalent?
I'm sure you can find this.
Yeah, but I don't think women are allowed in those ones either. I think it's
What
just
if I'm pretending to work?
I mean, I don't
Yeah.
think. Yeah. I don't think you need a man whorehouse to. I think you. Can,
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think
Do
you
they
just
though?
walk on the-
Do they have a guy where girls can go in and the same thing or no?
Yeah,
It
it's
wouldn't
called,
pro-
it's called just just life. Just walk.
Yeah.
Life.
just
Yeah.
walk on the streets.
Just
Hey, you
pick
want to
up-
fuck? Oh, please, yes. Yeah. Like that's
Yeah,
just how it is.
The bar.
The bar.
Yeah, the bar.
They don't in Germany. They leave shit open for late. Like we had a bar. We were with Slicker and a bunch of other people, and they just left the bar open for like they don't have closing times. They just leave it open.
Sometimes they just like if they have people, they stay open until people leave.
Yeah.
Well, I feel like I'm cheated, so I don't want to go any longer.
That was
Chip,
like-
Chippendales. That's right. All right, I'll go see
Dude,
that show.
we have. I mean, do you think before we wrap this up for tonight, is this 2 a.m. ending drinking thing ever going to end, or is this kind of just set forever? Like, I hate how everything closes at 2 a.m. on
It's so
weekends.
stupid, man. It's
Like,
so stupid.
is there anywhere? I mean, besides Vegas, obviously, but in Vegas, can you drink 24/7
So
too, or is it closed?
Yeah.
At
I
Wait,
haven't been to Vegas.
I don't know. I don't know. Did they stop serving alcohol?
in Vegas? No, they're open all night. Like
I just don't understand why it's a thing. Like, if you go to an institution, like,
so-
I mean, if you, I mean,
it's so stupid.
You can order
too,
though
'cause,
to
like,
your room though.
But it's just like bars, right?
You
It's
see
not
those
like
young
liquor
kids?
stores.
You see
No, it
those
is
young
liquor
kids
stores. It is
at
liquor stores.
1:30, they just like
Oh.
go one after another and they get fucked up just because they know it's about to close and they want to get fucked before. Like you know, such a stupid law, man.
it is dumb. I mean, I don't understand why the night has to end at 2 a.m. I mean, like, at least
So there's no 24-hour bars or liquor stores anywhere?
And there are things, but they can't sell
after 2.
alcohol after 2,
Yeah.
so it's not worth it. They don't make a lot of money like selling Diet Coke or
Yeah,
juice.
the bar. Yeah, the bars close at 2 a.m. and the clubs too.
I just go out
Social
earlier.
issue, yeah, I guess.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah, but they don't start picking up till like 11.
True, that's
So-
right. And by the time
Gotta
you
change
finish,
party culture.
and by the time you finish your third drink, it's already fucking 1:30 a.m. because time's passed. If you get doubles, get some whiskeys,
That's
doubles. Your third drink, fourth drink, you look at your clock, last call, and you haven't even been
Well, that's
able to
probably why
socialize.
they don't want you guys to get swasty pants. Like they don't want that to happen, so that's why they close.
You're in Austin, right, Train?
Yeah.
So you just
I love Austin.
you just like walk up 6th Street, right, and
Well,
just get fucking destroyed at every single bar, serving
Dude.
shots for like $2.
Sixth Street's super trash. Like
You-
Sixth Street is where you go. Like if you wanna find some, excuse my language, ladies and men. If you guys want to find, if you're trying to clap anything that has 2 lips, listen, you go to 6th Street, dude. It's a dirty, dirty place, dude. Or if you want some dick, like it's just a dirty bar. If you go to like the other side of 6th Street, it's classier, right? You go to bars, you socialize. It's not as crazy, but in 6th Street, it's so, and like the amount of underage people as well. No one gives a shit down there. It's just party. Like underage, what I mean is like under 21, not underage as in like 16. Underage is in like 18 to 19 to 20. That's what I mean by that. Yeah, it's a shit show. But if you're from out of town, it's a fun time, right? Because you're not used to the fun. You're not used to the open street. It's a big block party. It's just bars attached to bars attached to bars. There isn't one thing next to another building that's not a bar. So it's a very fun time if you're out of town. But
Yeah, I
anyways,
loved it there.
Yeah. Yo, Manuel, you should come back. We should hang out.
Dude, I want to go back. I want to take you to that fleshlight factory thing. It's there.
Where is it?
It's in Austin.
Really?
Really? Yeah. I'd love to take you there, and then show you their ranch. They have a ranch. Their property is fucking insane. Insane.
A fleshlight ranch, huh?
Dude, insane. This guy bought a property. I don't even know how many acres it is. There are about there's probably 10 houses on his property, and we're talking about huge. Each house is huge, and each house has a purpose. One of his house, it's a club. Another one of his house is his private gym, and we're talking about a gym. He has things in there I've never seen. He has one of those flotation cocoon thing where you go in there and you're in the dark and you're in super salty water, so you float. There's and there's no sound, and it's such a trip, so you kind of lose the notion of space.
Have you done one of those?
Yeah, I tried that. That was a trip.
They're
that
fun. I've done them.
That was a trip because there's no sound. You're floating. It's insane. He had a treadmill with a thing you put on so you can run with less gravity on your body.
Yeah, it's all about depriving the senses, deprivation tanks.
It's
same thing.
insane. He had
Is it supposed to relax you? What is it supposed to do?
It's the tank. You're super relaxed. He had a thing that was like a bike where you bike, and at the same time there's tanning lights, so you tan as you're doing bicycling. It's just things I've never seen this type of shit. And each of his houses, it has a purpose. Insane. The guy made so much money out of a basic idea. How he started Fleshlight, it's so funny how this guy became a multi-millionaire.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Yep.
Insane.
Awesome.
Next trip, Manuel. I better see you here.
Dude, no, I want to go back. I actually love Austin.
Yeah, it's actually an amazing city.
Yeah.
Yep. All right, guys. Well.
Okay. Well.
Let's wrap it up. It's getting really late. I'm pretty exhausted. I think I see some yawns here and there too. I think it was a nice, fun, chill time, especially since I think a lot of people just kind of bailed tonight. But Destiny still made a appearance.
I really enjoyed this one. Actually,
I did too. Yeah, Destiny made an appearance. So hey, shout out to Destiny Hearts in chat for him. But yeah, I actually had fun. It always ends up fun. In the beginning, everyone's trolling that they're expecting, they want this and that and this, but these end up being the best ones where it's just real conversations. Exactly, real conversations, good stuff. Glad you guys came. Mods, can you spam huge shout out to Skylace for coming? It's always a pleasure having you, Sky.
Thank you for having me.
It's great, getting your perspective and I definitely think, to me, you're a very classy individual, so I enjoy being around you. So, guys, huge shout out to her. Please spam her Twitch, guys. Twitch.tv/Skylace. Mods? Any mods? Fuck. I fucking there we go. Thank you, Scuffed.
All good.
Yo, Twitch.tv/Skylace, guys. Please give her a follow. If you're interested in her content, it's amazing content. You know, it's educational, it's fun, and you just have a great time. You get to know her and build a personal connection. Huge shout out to Raj Patel, guys. that was a very bad timing cough, Manuel.
Sorry.
I'm just kidding. It's okay. Huge shout out to Raj. Actually, I'm going to save Raj for last. He's the best to save for last for this. And Manuel's second to last. Yo, Alex, huge shout out to finally getting you on here. You're super chill, super cool. And hey, you have 2 sleeves. I just noticed that.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for having me, man.
I would have loved to talk about the sleeves. Do the sleeves go all the way up or is it up to your elbow?
Yeah, they both go all the way up on my chest and whatnot.
When did you get that done?
I started when I was 18. This was like 8 years ago.
You're 26 now?
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, you're actually you're a super chill, good dude. I really appreciate you coming on, guys.
Thanks, dude.
Alex. Yo, guys, please spam it in there. Twitch.tv/ImmortalHD. Super cool guy. You know, I think a lot of these streamers that we see on, you know, streaming at their times into their communities, we just assume, you know, oh, this is not for us. This is not for us. You know, what Manuel does or Raj does or whoever does what. But as soon as you get them on and they get to like showcase a different side of them, you know, the side where they're interacting with other streamers, you really get to see like how cool people are. So it was great having you, Alex. So you're a super, super chill dude, and I'd love to see you on here more often. So
for sure, dude. Thanks again for having me, dude.
Huge shout out to him, guys. Please spam down there. Twitch.tv/ImmortalHD. Scuffed, can you please do that, baby? I appreciate it. I shouldn't call you baby. You're 16. But yo, my man, listen, my man, spam that in there, baby. Fuck. You know what? You know what I mean, dude. Baby's like, dude. Okay. Twitch.tv/ImmortalHD. Next we have Hailey here. It's H with 4 I's. Am I seeing that right? And an Lee. Super cool. She came on. Hey, I'm glad she came on. Get some good exposure. You know, she's Squad W doing her thing. She was actually super cool. She warmed up to us, and you actually fit in very nicely. And you warmed up quickly, and it was great having you. You weren't shy in the corner. You actually shared your thoughts.
Why, thank you.
So it was actually
It was
awesome
a lot of
having
fun.
you.
Thanks for hanging out with me. I'm so little. You guys are so big. Thanks.
Wow. Manuel, she's reading one of your scripts in the.
You guys are so big.
I was actually writing it down. That's probably the dialogue tomorrow.
We're just practicing for tomorrow.
You're so big.
That was really good. I'm not lying to you. That was very good, very natural. Twitch.tv/Hailey, guys. HIIIILEE. 4 I's, guys. Please give her a follow. And yeah, join the Squad W movement, boys. Make sure to tier 1 Twitch Prime and get the best emote on the entire platform. The only universal double standard emote, the original. Been here for 4 years, the Squad W emote. Yeah, boys, listen, tier 1 Twitch Prime to me and go spam it in her chat. You know what I'm saying? But make sure you spend. Anyways, that was just a joke. Guys, go show her support. Go follow our channel. Go sub to her. She was super cool. Thank you for being here, Hailey. I appreciate that. Manuel Ferreira. Hey, no problem. I hope to see all of you on the future shows. Manuel, my boy, my man, my brother. God damn. Shit. Tomorrow you're gonna beat some cheeks tomorrow, huh? I'm just kidding. I'm just sorry, guys. I'm a little tired. My bad, dude. Listen, dude. Listen. Just one of these shoots, please. Listen. I know it goes against your entire principles. Listen, dude. One of these shoots, right when you're about to finish, just think of my Squad W emote face, dude. Just think of that squad. Guys, spam the Squad W so we can get in his head.
Are you trying to kill my wound?
Hey, listen, it won't kill it, dude. Listen, it won't kill it. It's gonna extend it. It's going to make it bigger. It's just trust me, dude. Just think of that face right there as soon as the orgasm's coming.
I trust you, so I will.
Listen, I'm telling you one time. No joke, no meme. Guys, Manuel Ferreira TV here, guys. Please follow him. I love how he comes on every week. Super, super down to earth, dude. God, I fucking love you, Manuel. I'm going to see you next week and the week after. And if you ever ditch, I'm going to find you. You better know.
It's not creepy at all.
No, anyways, guys, yo, put it in there. Yo, Scuffed, Twitch.tv, Manuel Ferreira TV. Spam down there one more time for me so I can see it.
Thank you guys so much.
Huge support. There, thank you, Skashrudo. And the last one, Scott. Yo, Scott, send me your PayPal, dude. Good shit. Send me your PayPal in Discord. Raj Patel, my man, my boy, co-producer, co-creator. Raj Patel, RAJJPATEL, guys. Raj Patel, give him a follow. You already know he runs a huge show. It's just huge. I mean, you just know.
Keep an eye out for the 72-person Royale, 24 hours.
Yep. It's a great show, guys. He's a very good friend of mine. I support him. Twitch.tv/Raj Patel. And also, look out for a 72-person, 24-hour show.
Royale. It's coming.
Royale. It's coming.
Thanks for having me.
Hey.
I really enjoyed it. Thank you, guys.
Yeah,
Appreciate it.
For how many people ditched, we had 3 people ditch, and then Destiny came up as the 4th. It was supposed to be a 10-man here. Or it was supposed to be an 8-man with 2 backups. But anyways, yeah, regardless, it turned out really, really good. Very chill, very cool. I appreciate all of you guys for coming. Thank you, guys. Are any of you going live right now?
No.
Okay,
No.
well, okay, then I'll host someone else. Okay. All right, we'll see you guys later. Thank you for coming.
Take care, guys.
Thank you all.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Later,
chat.
guys. Thanks again.
Bye, guys.
Awesome.